If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
The next word in our spelling bee is gospel, as in, I've told you the gospel truth.
Gospel. Gospel.
Now a challenge for you. What is meant by the gospel of Jesus Christ? Need some help? Listen to Billy Graham.
It is a unique message. It is the power of God and the wisdom of God unto salvation. The scripture leaves no room for doubt as to what constitutes this unique message. The testimony of God. Those that have not repented and turned to Jesus Christ by faith are going to be judged. And the gospel is the good news that God will forgive all that come to him in repentance and faith.
We can tell you more about this good news when you call this number, 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
It's time for the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Numac Electric. Now, here's Coach Brandon Towdy.
Welcome to the Coach Brandon Towdy Show. I'm John Ball, and we've got Coach Towdy. Coach, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
Hey, that was quite a ball game last week. We went all the way up to Waynesville. First, the logistics of getting there, and I know that you guys took sack lunches with you, and you stopped along the way and did some things like that, but it doesn't matter. That's still a long way up there, isn't it?
It is. It's a long trip, and it's something that we're not used to because we don't have to do it very often, but I thought our kids handled it extremely well. We took, like you said, we took some food along the way, and we stopped and walked around and ate and broke up the trip a little bit. And, whenever we face something like that, we try and turn it into an advantage for us. And so I think our kids bought into that idea that we get to spend a little more time together to get mentally prepared and to get away and kind of just be together as a family. So it was a long trip. It's not something I'd want to do every week, but, it was a fun experience at the same time.
Well, yeah, and to beat a team like that the way that we did, we got a bunch of kids in the ball game. I mean, White got in there the whole second half. He scored a couple of touchdowns himself. JV, the whole squad was in for a period of time, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, our JV group played basically the entire second half, and so for them to get those kind of minutes was huge. That's something you can't replicate, those Friday night minutes, and so that's a great experience for them and for their development, and also to be able to rest some of those varsity kids that have had to play a lot of snaps for us so far early in the year. So we've been able to rest them and kind of keep their bodies fresh and a little less banged up as we head into the COC West.
Well, I tell you, I saw some really, really great things out of some of our kids, and I'd like to talk specifically one of them, and I've known his name for years and years, except it was on the hardwoods. Oliver Martin. There's a kid that did not play football at all, and he's really come into his own, hadn't he?
He really has. I mean, he's one of the best athletes in the school, and that's easy to see, when he's on the basketball court. He's always one of the best athletes on the court, and so when he decided to come out and join the team this summer, we were super excited. We knew he would play a big role for us, and he's just gotten better every single week. And, it's a testament to how hard he works and to his coaches, investing in him and putting in a lot of time with them, outside of just practice hours and things like that. And he's going to continue to get better every week, and super excited to have him on the team, but even more excited to see the player that he is, come district time into the season.
Well, yeah, he of course got his second interception last Friday night, but then he got to play a little bit of offense because Lincoln Howard was out, caught a couple of passes, went for, 25, 30 yards, I guess, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I mean, he's been, kind of lights out on defense all year. He's gotten better every week. Like you said, he's got a couple picks. He'll come up and make a tackle when he needs to. And the last couple weeks with Lincoln being limited, he's played a lot more wide receiver for us as well. And he's one of our most dynamic kids. And so as he continues to get more comfortable and to learn the system a little bit better, he's going to be even more dynamic. But, for a kid that it's his first year playing football and to start on both sides of the ball by week 4, it's just a testament to him and to the work he's put in.
Well, talk about a testament. Another testament is a guy by the name of Nate Winkler, and we didn't call his name a lot last year. Obviously, he was behind some really, really great football players that have come through the Neosho program, but he's gotten the opportunity. I mean, last week he had 4 solo tackles and another 5 assists.
Nate's kind of the definition of a program kid, a kid that's just been in the program and worked extremely hard, and he waited his turn. Like you said, he played behind some really good linebackers last year. We had a good senior group of linebackers that have graduated, and so this year Nate's name has been called to kind of fill in and be the next guy for us, and he's done nothing but just answer that bell every single week, and he continues to get better and better every week. And we're not shocked as a staff and as a team because we knew what he was capable of, but I think a lot of people on the outside weren't necessarily ready for him to start out the way he has. But he's had a great year, and just like everybody else, he's only going to continue to get better with the more reps he gets.
I tell you, the other young man that stood out in my mind last week was a kid we saw just kind of towards the end of the season last year, and I'm talking about Tanner Shoddy. He played some special teams for us and was just kind of there, much like Boston Patterson did as a freshman. Got a little special teams work in and that sort of thing. Now he comes back. He is the guy that picks up the extra points. He's our kicker. He made a couple of tackles and was involved in another one as a kicker, and that just doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah, I mean, he's done a great job for us. He, like you said, kicked for us the second half of the year last year, did a lot of kickoffs for us, so got some experience as a freshman at the varsity level. And then this year, he's kind of filled in just about everywhere. Early on in the season, Romario was kicking the PATs and field goals, and we've had to kind of substitute him out for a little bit. And so Tanner's came in, and he goes 10 for 10 last week, which is just an unbelievable stat line to be 10 for 10 on PATs. And when Dane went down on the back end, he's kind of filled in for Dane on the back end and taking a lot of those snaps at safety as well on defense and kicks off, like you said. But he's not just a kicker; he's an athlete, so he'll go and make a tackle and make a play. And so he's still young and he's still growing. So just like the other guys I've talked about so far, as the season goes on, you're going to see nothing but growth out of him, and we're excited about the kid he's going to be come district time.
Well, yeah, not only that, and being as young as he is, I can remember way back when we were calling Mr. Roan's number just a little bit along the way. Last week he had 277 yards and 4 touchdowns. What's he going to do this week for a interception or a curtain call, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, he's another kid that's he's been in the program 4 years, just continuing to work hard every single year. And, he touched the ball a little bit behind Denver last year and got he actually scored a touchdown against Webb a year ago. But he just kind of waited his turn and just continued to work and never got upset about the snaps he was getting, even though he was probably capable of getting a few more snaps. And this year he's kind of burst onto the scene for everybody else. But like I said, as far as a staff and a team goes, we knew he was going to have an exceptional year. I mean, he's a great athlete that works hard. He's strong and quick and, just about everything you'd look for in a running back. He runs with good pad level. And so last Friday was a great night for him. At 277 yards, he only had 10 carries, so it was unlimited action, but he made the most of his touches, that's for sure.
Yeah, and one other guy, probably the most underrated guy in the wide receiver room, Brock Pyle, picked up one for 58 yards last week. I mean, everybody was really moving and what I'd call firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, he played a great game. He's a guy that, like you've said numerous times, he does a lot of the dirty work for us. He fills in and blocks. At times it's like he's an extra offensive lineman on the field as much as we're asking him to do in our run game in the box. And then he'll go block on the perimeter, and he always makes the big catch when we need him to. And then on Friday he was able to break free and show a little bit of his speed and get a touchdown. And that was his first touchdown, which is rare for a kid that started at wide receiver for 3 years. But it's just a testament to show his unselfishness and what he's willing to do, and it's never about him. It's always about the team. And so it was good to get him one on Friday night.
Well, you got a lot of things going on preparing. This is Friday night, and Webb is coming to town. What about the festivities at halftime? I mean, we're doing something that we've never done before, which is we're inducting 4 into the Wildcat Hall of Fame, which is something that hasn't happened. But don't you think that gives our kids something to look forward to as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing. I'm glad they're doing it, and, it's going to make it a fun night, and it should provide a good atmosphere and a good crowd. And, a lot of those guys and girls that are getting inducted, they're coaches and athletes here at Neosho, and so it's an honor that they deserve. And so I'm excited for them and happy for them, and really just honored that we get to be a part of it as a football team. And hopefully we're able to get them a W and make it a great night.
All right, Coach, thanks for stopping by. Wish you a lot of luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Go Cats.
You've been listening to the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by New Mac Electric. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
There's an empty place. You have everything except something you're not quite sure what it is.
Billy Graham.
There's a hole in your heart and in your life. You'd like it to be filled, but you don't know what it is. So you're searching. You're searching for something that can satisfy that deepest longing that you have. That something is God. Because God made you in His image, and He loves you. And He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross. And He took every sin that you've ever committed on that cross. And if you were the only person in the whole world, He would have died for you. But Christ didn't stay on the cross. He rose from the dead, and He's alive tonight. And He's willing to come into your heart right now.
Would you like Jesus Christ to come into your heart and fill that empty place? Good. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net, and it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. Friday night means football in the 4 states, and the game of the week is right here tonight on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network. Webb City Cardinals come to town to take on the 4-0 Wildcats. Both teams off to a fairly good start. Webb City's had 1 loss on the year, but they like to bounce back. But the Cats have a different story about the outcome of this ball game tonight. Let's turn now to the Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats, sponsored as always by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho, located at 437 West Kohler. Eric and his team offer a wide variety of insurance services for individuals and businesses. And you can always learn more online at ericnorrisinsurance.com or give them a call throughout the week at 451-6666. And now with Keys, here's John.
All right, thank you, Jim. And we're going to do things a little bit different. Instead of spelling cats, we're going to go CCCC. C stands for contain, the offensive line and the defensive line. have got their biggest test of the year yet tonight with the speed of Webb City. But if we contain the way we have so far this year, we'll send the Cardinals packing. The next C is connect. If Blaine can connect with the receiving room the way that he has all year long and the ground game opens up, if he connects with Plummer, Spiva, Howard, and Pyle, good things are going to happen the way that we have all year. The next C is give Blaine plenty of time in the backfield to be able to read the defense by controlling the line of scrimmage. The way that we control the line of scrimmage is we've got a couple of really big guys out there, Tomlinson and Bastide. That hole opens up all the time. If we get that hole open, we go off tackle, and we march right down the field. And the last C is we conquer Webb City by doing what we've done all year long. They put their pads on, one pad at a time, just exactly like us. We have the edge. It's at our house. We just keep on keeping on, doing the things we've done all year long. And, Jim, we're going to ring the bell.
That's what I like to hear. And, John, I like the way you think. Good words of wisdom tonight at Keys for the Cats, brought to you, as always, by your State Farm agent, Eric Norris in Neosho. Give them a call at 451-6666. And, John, you know, this is probably the toughest match of the year so far against the Cats. It's going to be a good ball game. We gave them a run for their money last year at their house. We came up just a little bit short. Webb City knows how to win, and this is a team you just can't afford to make mistakes. Mental mistakes, penalties, offsides, things that will kind of shoot you in the foot. You really have to be on your A game tonight to ring that bell. And I think the Cats can do that because what we saw last week in Waynesville was a track meet. You know, Mr. Roan got off to a good start, 80-yard touchdown run. Mr. Blaine, the quarterback, a 91-yard run. And Roan had 4 touchdowns before the halfway through the second quarter was finished. And then Coach Taddy let most of his sophomores and juniors play the last half of that ball game.
You know, that's the impressive part about that, Jim. Rome had 277 yards. Blaine had 112 yards and a touchdown. They didn't play the second half.
No, they didn't need to, and even the backup quarterback, Mr. White, he scored a touchdown himself.
Yeah, he did. He scored a couple of them, in fact.
They like to show what they can do, and you can't blame them. But good crowd on hand tonight. Webb City always brings a big crowd. I think half the town will be here. A big crowd from Neosho, and John, you know, we'll recognize 4 special individuals for the Neosho Athletic Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we really will, and that's going to be exciting to be able to do that. They got their awards over in the PAC a little while ago after a really fine meal and having family around, and they're going to come out, and we will recognize them at lunchtime. Coach Ryan McFarland said that last year Webb City's team was subpar. They were 6-7, and by Webb City standards, that's exactly right. But, Jim, listen to this. They beat Lebanon by 1 touchdown in the season opener. We beat Lebanon 47-17. They beat Kickapoo 49-21. We beat Kickapoo and put some of our other kids in the ball game 35-13. I think the stars are lined up for us tonight, and all we've got to do is go out and execute.
You're absolutely right, and you know, on paper you have to give the advantage to the Cats, but we unfortunately don't play games on paper. You play them on that 100-yard field. But I think the Cats can come through tonight, and I think, you know, the big key is the mental mistakes, you know, that in the back of their minds they know, and the coach knows as well. We've talked to Coach Taddy about this. We haven't beat them in 26 years.
That's
right. You know, that has a big effect. That's a whole generation of Wildcats that have passed through their doors. But tonight could be their night, and I'm confident if they can play like they have the first 4 games, we're going to ring that bell at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, we are. I mean, other than that, you know what we did at Waynesville, what we've done all year long? Blaine has not just kept one person busy on the receiving room, so to speak. I mean, he throws to all of them. He throws to Plummer. He's thrown to Martin. He throws to Spiva. He throws to Lincoln when he's out there. He throws to Brock. Brock actually had a 58-yard and a touchdown last week. So that was pretty exciting in itself. And, hey, you heard the coach and I talk about just a few minutes ago, Tanner Shoddy. Here's a young man that was 10 for 10 last week in Waynesville as far as PATs are concerned, and I'm thinking, what else can he do? We saw him kick the ball off, and he made the tackle that needed to be made. If not, it was a touchdown.
Well, I think this year's team, the advantage, they're well-rounded. And the kicking game especially, you mentioned Mr. Shoddy. He was out here in warm-ups tonight, kicking from 45, 50 yards out, hitting the goalpost. And that's something we haven't had that luxury in years past, even though we haven't really needed a field goal kicker so far this year with scoring all the touchdowns. We have that ability in case you do have a close game, you get down in the red zone and you don't convert, you have that option to kick a field goal from 35, 40 yards out, which is a nice luxury to have. And hope we don't need it tonight with a lot of touchdowns. It could be an entirely different ball game. So we're looking forward to a great night and a great crowd. The band's coming in, and there's no better place to be than right here at Bob Anderson Stadium on a beautiful Friday night.
Yeah, before we take one more break, congratulations to the Lady Cats. If you saw our broadcast from Republic last night, we went to Republic and we beat them 4-1. That put the Lady Cats at 14-6, but the most important thing is that made us 7-0 in COC play. So we're excited. We're going to have a tough time. The Cats are going to come back home, and we're going to play Carthage on Tuesday night, which will be another district play and also a COC play. So come on out. There'll be plenty of time. We will start the pregame show about 4:30, and the first pitch will be at 5.
I look forward to that. So let's take just a quick break and return from Bob Anderson Stadium in Neosho. Webb City and Neosho going at it. Game time 7 o'clock right here on the KNEO Wildcats Sports Network.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Amory Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amory Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amoryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 North Wood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. A whole slew of us here are welcoming you back, and we are very, very happy to be on YouTube. If you're watching the Neosho ball game and it is on the app, you don't have to do that. You can get on YouTube if you get a smart TV. And by the way, we want to thank all those people out there that are having watch parties tonight. They can't be here. The stands will be full, but there'll be a lot of opportunities to root on the Wildcats. Speaking of the Wildcats, let's look at the Class 5 District 6 playoffs. Right now, Webb City has Neosho beat by 1/4 point. Even though they're 3-1 and the Cats are 4-0. Then it's Neosho, Republic, Carthage, Branson, Willard, and Parkview. So it's quite a district playoff for us, and we're excited to be where we are right now, and of course a couple more wins along the way would help that out, wouldn't it, Jim?
Certainly would be. You know, we know it's a tough conference, the COC, but you look at the district, it's even tougher, with that. And Webb City, people say, well, how does that happen? Webb City has a 3-1 record. We're 4-0. Well, they lost to Nixa, which is a powerhouse. Nixa has beat everybody. Nixa has defeated Joplin and also Carthage so far this year. Now they get into the easy part of their schedule. So that's probably the advantage right there of the point system. And sometimes it doesn't make sense, but that's the way they work it. Webb City this year, they defeated Lebanon the first game of the year. They lost to Nixa. They defeated Kickapoo, and they defeated Ozark. Very good team, well-balanced team, and they'll move players in and out throughout the game time. They look impressive. They probably suit out 80 to 90 players that they will have on the sideline. But I was telling some of the other players, I said, they can only play 11 at a time.
That's right.
So,
That's exactly
and like
right.
you mentioned on the keys tonight, they put their pants on one leg at a time. Let me run down just a few of the key players for Webb City. They have an outstanding backfield. The quarterback is Braden Strickland. He can run, use the option. He can throw, has some great stats. His halfback is Gabe Johnson, and his fullback is Mason Williams. Another running back they did have, Slade Hurd, has been moved to defense. He's very quick. He'll be a cornerback, and they'll utilize him. Another cornerback is Braylon Coleman over on the right side. Let's get back to offense for the Cardinals. The tight end is Grayson Ganaway, and the other tight ends will be Trey Turner, which we've called his name several times over the past couple of years, and Holden Johnson will be there. The line has some good size, just like the Wildcats. They'll be tough to run against, and they love to guard their quarterback, Cartwright, Menenhagen, White, Crimson, Bollinger, and Carnes as that big front line for the Webb City Cardinals. Once again, Cardinals coming in with a record of 3-1. They average scoring 37 points a contest. They give up 26. While the Cats are on a roll, they average 49 points a game, and they give up 22 points. You know, if we gave up 22 points tonight to a very fine Webb City team, John, I think we'll ring that bell.
I think we will, too. I think we will. Let's talk about the Neosho starters. On the offensive side, Big Everson Tomlinson is the tackle on the far side. Gabe Bastide, and those are the two guys we'll depend upon to blow the hole open on that off-tackle position. Michael Shellhorn is the center. Romario Fluentes is the guard on the far side, this side, and Jackson Ertl is the tackle on this other side. The quarterback is Blaine Patterson. Keyshawn Rome will be in the backfield, and the receivers. We normally have 4 receivers. We'll have Lincoln Howard, Mason Spiva, Brock Pyle, who we will see in formation. A lot of times he'll be moving forward, and he'll jump into the slot position as well, and Haven Plummer. And at this point, I don't think Patterson has a specifically good or a favorite target. On defense, it's going to be the same. And these guys, Jim, if they fire off the ball the way they can, then Webb City's not going to have opportunities. Everson Tomlinson, Gabe Bastide, Jackson Ertl, and it'll be Caleb Wilfong that will start on defensive end on the far side. Linebackers will be Colby McGee, Nate Winkler, who, by the way, had 9 tackles last week. The other linebacker will be Lincoln Howard. Oliver Martin will be in the secondary with Cayman Rome, Hayden Plummer, and Spiva. So that's the way it sets up. Looks like the band is out there, and we're getting ready to honor our country with the national anthem.
Band looks good in formation, and looks like they have new uniforms out there as well. I have not seen that.
I have not seen those either. Maybe be debuting them tonight. Hey, we're going to have homecoming here before too long. I believe that's slated for the 10th.
2 weeks from tonight, and that's an all-school reunion. So there will be classmates from going way back. Even when you were in school, John, your classmates will be here from the class of 69.
Yeah, the other two of them.
We're going to stand right now as they introduce the band and the playing of our national anthem. They had a fine job of the national anthem played by the Neosho High School Marching Band.
Yeah, it really was. At halftime, we will be recognizing the first 4 inductees into the Wildcat Hall of Fame. Jessica Jackson, who lives down in Arkansas and is getting ready to debut her first marathon, has been an athlete that's gone all over the country. She and her husband live down there. Harry Lineberry, who has been the coach for Neosho's not only track and field, but cross country as well, and he was the one that encouraged her. He'll be inducted with her along with Mark Sparks, who, by the way, was on Harry Lineberry's track and field team the last year before he went up to Mizzou. And then longtime football coach in Neosho, Calvin Lane. He won't be here. I believe his son was here to accept that award. But what a great honor to have those guys those people inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I believe that the way that we did that was with a dinner and then a ceremony, and credit to the athletic department. They wanted to do this. It's something that we've seen before. In fact, there is a wall of fame before you go into the basketball court, but this is something completely different, and it's a great honor.
It certainly is. You know, a lot of great athletes and student athletes have passed through the halls at Neosho High School over the years, and you know, how do you pick 4 of the top ones? And they certainly have done a good job of that this year, and there'll be more next year. And, you know, we've got a lot of all-state wrestlers, basketball players, football players, and the list goes on, golfers and tennis players. And so I'm sure just about every sport will be recognized sometime. Maybe not in our lifetime, John, but they will down the road, and that is certainly quite an honor. Big crowd on hand tonight from Webb City. The sun's starting to go down. It's going to go behind the hill. Sunset around 7 o'clock tonight. Just a beautiful night and very little wind, and that's not going to affect the kicking games or the passing games tonight. And, John, you know, for the second day in a row, after about a week of rain, it's a beautiful night.
It is. It is a gorgeous night. Hey, one of the things about that, we were in Republic last night. That was a natural turf field. They had done a great job of getting that field ready to go, but we are so very fortunate that because of our patrons, we have turf, not only here at the football field, but at the baseball field and the softball field too, which, by the way, because we have that softball field and the turf there, that made us a perfect candidate for the softball district playoffs that'll be coming to Neosho about the 15th of October.
And we invite you to come out and see some great action. It's always fun, and it's nice to be able to host that. We did that several years ago, and so the Kansas City teams are coming down this way, and also include Smith Cotton out of Sedalia, Lee Summit, Ray Peck. They'll all be down here, as well as Joplin and Carthage. So be a good time for that. Waiting for the football team to come out. We've had the national anthem. We've had the starting lineups. And, John, we're just ready to get this game underway tonight. And like I say, this is one of the largest crowds we've had in a long, long time. And Webb City, they love to support their Cardinals. And, when you look at their record in the last 25, 30 years, they've had 15, 16 state championships. And so they have a lot of support as well. I was going to tell Luke that I heard from my general manager that everything's looking good on the big screen.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so
the general manager.
Yeah. They have. We do have a lot of watch parties. We appreciate you watching tonight with John and Luke and Matt and myself. And we like to come out, and we encourage you to come out if you can. But if you can't, that's the next best thing is to tune in to the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Well, the Cats last year had a record of 6-5. That was the first winning season since 2018, and we have started off just exactly the same way, 4-0 this year. So we're excited to be able to follow the Cats, and we will be doing that. We will, in 2 weeks, as you said, it will be the homecoming, but then we'll be on the road next week.
Webb City, they don't want to drop to 3-2, so that's in the back of their mind as well. And their schedule forward is going to be a tough one as well, because they still have to face after us Republic and Carthage and Joplin. They will play Willard. Willard is down this year. We'll play at Willard next week, and that looks like a good road victory for the Cats, but you still have to play that ball game. Willard has jumped back with us in years past and maybe had one win on the season, and they defeated the Wildcats. So anything can happen. You just never know. But, it looks good for the Cats from here on out, even though we'll still face Joplin and Carthage and Republic, just like the Cardinals will.
Yeah, Joplin, I believe Carthage is facing Republic tonight, so that ought to be a pretty good ball game. By the way, we will give you some scores in the ball game, but we certainly want you to stay tuned for the halftime show, which is brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. The drive time show is where we will have all of the scores from COC, the Big 8, the Ozark Mountain, and much, much more. And then, of course, we will want you to stay tuned afterwards for Coach Towdy's interview after the ball game, and that's brought to you by Arvest Bank, who's proud to make Neosho home.
7 minutes away from kickoff here at Bob Anderson Stadium between the Webb City Cardinals and the Neosho Wildcats, being broadcast on 2 different stations here on our portal here from the KNEO Wildcat Network, also on 91.7 version, but I kind of like our version, John.
I do too.
We're going to root for the Wildcats. We're going to turn Luke into a sports fan for this is all over with. Good to have Luke with us tonight, and Matt's just hanging back here being the bodyguard.
Yeah, he's taking care of us.
I might need one before the night is over. So,
hey, all Wildcats all the time. Check out the Neosho Wildcats dedicated video portal on kneo.org. It is a site dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. Watch the games live and see the upcoming schedules for the Neosho Wildcats on their portal at www.kneo.org.
Very easy to do, and Daniel and everybody back at the station tonight. I think everybody, probably Mark is home and in bed, but everybody at the station is working tonight.
So it looks like the Cats are lined up. Here they come.
And the crowd's loving this.
Yeah, we've got that big Wildcat that they come right through the middle of. That's another really, really nice deal for our Cats, and they're excited. And there's the flag corps that's coming on too, spelling Neosho. And now the Cats are out at the middle of the field. and we'll be ready to get this ball game underway. Coach Towdy tells me that we're ready. We've been talking about this game for a long time, and he doesn't like to talk about games ahead of time, but this is one that the Cats would really love to win.
It's been in the back of their minds, and I know you talked to Coach Towdy this week, and you interviewed him in the show tonight, but, Coach Towdy, he keeps a lot of secrets, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls out a few surprises tonight, something maybe he hasn't needed to do so far in the season, but you're playing a team that is outstanding. You talk about high school football in Missouri, one of the top 5 teams across the states. Each year is Webb City, and no doubt about that. But, the Cats tonight, they've got the confidence coming into this game. Last year they started 4-0. They've started 4-0 this year. They've had better records this time of the season over Webb City. But Webb City has had that tradition of knowing how to win, and I think tonight is the night for the Cats to get over that hump and take that next step. And, this could be their year. I think they're going to look good against Joplin and also Carthage. Those teams can be beat. They have been beaten this year, and the Cats are the team to continue their losing ways.
Yeah, they certainly are. This particular Cats team, as we've been saying all year long, we win the game in the trenches, and that's important. We've got the bodies. We can move people back and forth. We start out with a sustained drive on the ground to show kind of what we can do, and then we move forward. Keep up with the latest Neosho broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at 91.7 Sports, or download the KNEO iPhone or Android app. You can also watch all of the Wildcat sporting events and the broadcast inside that app. Download the KNEO iPhone or Android app yet today.
Very easy to do. Love this new scoreboard. If you haven't been out to Bob Anderson Stadium, you're going to notice the new scoreboard. A lot of advertising on that, a lot of information, a lot of history about the Cats, and it's very easy to read that scoreboard. I do kind of miss the old scoreboard, John. They probably had that board when you were in school, but it's sentimental, and they've taken that down. But they needed more room for the tents and the food trucks and the activities on that north side.
Well, not only that, but this is the same press box that when we moved here in 1960 that we set up there. So maybe we'll get some money spent on the press box here in the next year or so, too, because it looks like the administration, with the help of the patrons, is putting money to good use and making our facilities even greater all along.
You go all around the COC. I mean, they all have gone to the big scoreboards and artificial turf, which has been needed because, you remember back in school and just a few years ago before they put this nice turf down, a rain shower like we'd had last week, it would be a mud bath out there, and you wouldn't be able to see the numbers or anybody, and you remember playing and players years ago, and they'd get all that mud and grass right in their helmet, and it was a different situation. But the times have changed, and the players and the captains are out at midfield, and they'll have the flip coin toss here.
Yeah, the captains for Neosho are Brock Pyle, Kobe McGehee, Blaine Patterson, and Big Everton Tomlinson, and we're getting ready to flip the coin. The official in charge is explaining what a head looks like and what a tail looks like. They always get a chance to do that. And as you said, Jim, this is the most talked about ball game in Southwest Missouri. There's a lot of cameras out there, and a lot of people are looking around to see exactly what's going to happen and who gets first.
TV stations are here tonight, and I've never seen so many people inside the press box. Good thing we got here early because we have a good seat. Well, the referees tonight, we want to thank them for being with us, and they've just had the toss of the coin.
And it looks like that Neosho is going to defend the north goal. No, we're not. We're going to go the other way. I'm sorry.
Webb City will receive. Neosho defer. They will have the ball at the start of the second half.
Yeah, the young lady that's out there in the wheelchair, there was a discussion a little bit earlier concerning her, and she's been a Neosho stalwart and been on track and field for the last couple of years. She's unfortunately fighting cancer right now, and to have her out there as a
Honorary
captain. That's pretty nice, and she's getting a huge ovation as she comes off the court.
We are almost ready for action. Teams will be out on the field. Webb City looks like they brought half the school that dresses out for football. It's always impressive, but the Cats, they are an outstanding team this year. And, we saw the first game. They went into overtime against Glendale and pulled that out. But we've defeated Kickapoo and Lebanon, and Waynesville handled it last week, I should say. The Cats coming in, averaging 49 points per contest.
Yeah, very much. So I was listening to Justin Bedreau, who is our counterpart for Webb City over there, and he made a really strong comment with the COC strung out the way it is. It took us 2.5 hours to get to Waynesville last week, and with all the logistics that go with that, this particular ball game, we're 17, 18 miles away from Webb City. So that rivalry is a pretty good one.
Probably some of these players have played against each other even in Pee Wee football, in that grades 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and they've kind of grown up together, and it makes a difference by the time you're a junior and senior.
Now, Tanner Shoddy is getting ready to kick the ball off for the Cats.
We are ready to go.
And looks like that is number 1. That is the basketball player, Turner, that's back there. And the Cats get a little boot kick, and they stop the runner. That was number 36 that came up with the ball. That was Drake Claiborne.
About a 10-yard return, and the ball spotted at the 42-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will start, 1st and 10. Here in this Action COC District Action from Bob Anderson Stadium tonight, John and Jim and Luke and Matt bringing you all the action.
Jim, this very first campaign as they set up is so important because it's going to set the tone for the game.
And end around on the coming around the left side, number 5 is Williams. The fullback had a nice run, had one man to beat.
Yeah, it looks like he got the first down.
The Cardinals have moved the chains.
Ertl was out there. He had a chance to get him, but he evaded that. It looks like that it's going to go back, though. There's a foul on the play.
Yeah, here's the it's a hold or push in the back against Webb City.
Yeah.
No wonder he broke loose there. He had plenty of room on this side. Ball back to the 42-yard line. Let's do it again. 1st and 10. It was a nice run by Williams, the fullback. Quarterback is Braden Strickland.
Got wide receivers on the far side and a tight end here.
He hands off to the first man through. Not much there. Gain maybe about 2.5, 3 yards. You run into number 75, you think you've run into a Mack truck.
Yeah, you really have. In on the tackle that time, too, was Nate Winkler, who had 9 tackles for the Cats last week. But you hit Everson Tomlinson, and he's going to stand you up, and you're not going to get just a whole lot.
Ball spotted just across the 45-yard line.
There's a wideout over here on this side.
2nd down and a long 5 for the Cardinals. Another handoff. The first is quarterback keeper. He's hit hard right at midfield and pushed back. Strickland called his own number.
Yeah, he may pick up a yard or two, Jim. We'll see where. Yeah, looks like it.
He got up almost to midfield. It'll be 2nd down, third down, or 4th. Well, the chain guy. I don't think it's 4th down yet. They're showing 4th down over there. Yeah, they're going to change it again. There's 3rd down.
Yeah, there we go.
3rd down and short, maybe about 2 yards to go for the Cardinals. They are so tough. Almost an offsides.
And he's not going to get it.
Nice tackle, number 55 in on the tackle.
Yeah, Jackson Ertl in there to make that stop, and it'll be 4th down. Now, knowing Coach Ryan McFarland the way I do, there's no kicker in him at this point.
No, he's going to see what the Cats can do on defense. That was a great effort by the Cats. If they can put a hold here, it's 3rd and
Johnson, wide receiver, is on the far side over there.
4th down and short yardage, less than a yard to go for the Cardinals. Early in the ball game, quarterback keeper.
He does not get it.
He didn't make it. He's pushed back.
All right, and the Cats take over on downs.
And that's what the Cats need. Put a stop to the Cardinals. after an initial run by Williams, called back on a push in the back penalty, and the Cats hold 4th down and short. They'll take over on the 49-yard line.
Well, as we said, that first go down the field is so vitally important because that sets the tone for the rest of the ball game, and hopefully the Cats were able to show that.
Patterson in shotgun formation, Roan in the backfield. He calls his own number, has some room around the right side. Gain of about 2. You know, Blaine is such a tall young man. If he just falls forward, he's going to gain about 3 yards.
Yeah, he is.
He gained about 2 there, and the Cardinals were right on him. They have a good secondary, and the linebackers for the Cardinals are very strong, and they're very quick.
Well, it'll be 2nd down. And there goes to Rome, and Rome goes right up the middle.
And it's close to a 1st down. He may be about a yard short. Let's see where they spot the ball. John, I hate to say it, but whoever's keeping the chains or the numbers, they're a little slow tonight.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be 3rd and about 1. And unfortunately, I can't see the Jumbotron from this corner over here, so I can't confirm what's going on there.
We'll have Luke tell us what's going on with that. But they're calling signals in from the sidelines. Brock Pyle is in there in the slot position. Roan in the backfield. 2 men out left.
Well, no, that's McGehee in the backfield.
Oh, a fumble.
And there's
they catch up, and they're going to be a little short. Cardinals really got in there in the backfield quick. It was a muffed.
Yeah, Kobe McGehee was in the backfield for the Cats that time. I think he was supposed to be the late blocker for Patterson, but that ball got up in the air real fast, and Patterson did really well just to get to where he did, but just exactly like Ryan McFarland, here we go, 4th down for the Cats.
4th down and a long 2, and they're going to go for it. Offense on the field. Brock Pyle moves over. They need to hand the ball just off to Tomlinson and let him run it.
Now get ready. This may be a pooch kick.
And it is.
Yes, it is.
It's a nice little kick. Has them all surprised. A good kick going to be, down to the 4-yard line. And a nice stop by number 2. That's Lincoln Howard to down the ball for the Cats.
Yeah, once you see that Patterson is going back, we've seen him practice kicking the ball during practice, and he took about a step back, and we knew just exactly what was going to happen.
Well, the Cardinals, if they want to score, are going to have to march down 96 yards. They're
bringing the ball back to the 20-yard line for some reason.
I didn't see it go into the end zone.
It did not.
I thought Howard did a good job getting on the ball and around the 4-yard line. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that, but and there's no official word or confirmation from the referees.
Well, Johnson on the far side out there in the wide receiver's position, he's a tall young man. So I would assume that we can look for him to be a target tonight.
Cardinals 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. They'll have to go 80 yards for a score, it looks like. And they'll hand it off. Pitch back this time again around the right end. A good 10-yard run.
Yeah, that was, and he was thrown out of bounds by, looked like number 5.
That was Williams on the carry for the Cardinals. Cardinals have had a little success in that first drive trying to run up the middle. The Cats' line is just so tough.
I said that was number 5. It wasn't. It was Oliver Martin from his defensive back position.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. 10-yard run.
Cats have got to contain. Here comes a play the other way, and we're all over him now.
There's a flag, a nice tackle, open end tackle by number 4. That's Oliver Martin.
Yeah, that certainly is. It looked like that Rome had a chance to get him, and he certainly slowed him down enough for Martin to be able to make the tackle, and it's going to be a hold.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty. There's a good tackle by the Cats. Well, the Cardinals have been known to run around either end, and, John, I foresee they're going to open it up here in the air for long. Both these teams, they love to pass, and we know Patterson has several options, and the Cardinals is just a matter of time because they will surprise you.
Yeah, I think they're going to come in. We're going to see there's 2 wideouts over on the far side.
It's 1st and 20 for the Cardinals from the 19-yard
backfield.
line. And he's going to go back. Right. And it's thrown. It's complete at the 25. He's broken loose and close to the 40-yard line. He needed to get to just across the 40 for a first down. I think he's about a yard short.
You know, Martin was in there. He slowed him down, but he did still almost got up to the first down.
Well, they'll spot the ball on the 39. They'll say it's 2nd down and 1.
That was a nice pass from Strickland, and the receiver was wide open.
Strickland under center. And a handoff, second man through, has some room across the 50 down to the 49. Nice run for the Cardinals, right up the gut.
Well, he was tackled in there by McGehee, the middle linebacker, but that was enough for the first down.
They'll move the chains. Clock stopped momentarily. 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. No score. Webb City and Neosho playing in Neosho at Bob Anderson Stadium. One man comes here on the near side of the field.
You know, this is Johnson on this side. Like we said, he's a tall young man, and Aiden Plummer is with him. But they got the quarterback called his own number, and that was Jackson Ertl that brought him down.
Well, that'll bring up 2nd down. Cats are so tough, and you know, they've had several 4th down plays this year where they've held the opposition to a turnover, and they've already shown their strength up the middle in the first drive for the Cardinals. It's 2nd down and 9 to go for the Cardinals.
Slade Hurt is out here on this far side.
The long throw, it's up in the air. One man to beat. It's
nice job by Martin, and there's an official right there to make sure that there was no pass intercepted. But Martin jumped up at the last minute and broke that pass play up.
Either player could have come down with the ball. It was a good throw, but the Cats were right there on defense. You know, that's something, John, that's hurt the Cats in years past is the secondary. But Cats are really improving on defense in the secondary this season.
Yeah, it is 3rd and 9 right now, and I would expect to see some sort of dial up a blitz of some sort to slow things down a little bit.
One man in motion, one man in the backfield. Strickland under center. He comes back. He keeps the ball himself. He has some room. He's up to about the 40. It's short of a first down. It'll bring up 4th down. And you know, John, they'll go for it.
Yeah, they will.
It's 4th and maybe about 2. They brought it back to the 41-yard line. Clock is running. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Still no score. Webb City and Neosho. And it's good to have you with us wherever you may be across the country. And
Slade Hurd, who normally plays in the backfield, is wide receiver over on this side. He is wide out. They've got a full backfield. There's the hike.
4th down again. It's going to be close.
I believe he's probably going to get it depending upon the spot.
He needed 2 yards. Let's see where they spot it there.
Nope. Neosho's got it.
That's the 2nd time tonight they've held it. It's from here you're looking at it. Yeah, good. Webb City ball. I'm sorry. Wildcat ball.
You bet. So the Cats have held him twice now. And takes over on downs. It's just time for us to do something. Jim, I don't understand why that ball went down with that pooch kick like that. Lincoln Howard got it on the 4-yard line. Why they brought it up to the 20?
We'll have to ask the coach after the game. Cats 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Roan has some room up to about the 44 before he's brought down. You know, we were spoiled last week, John, with the Cats running 80 yards, 91 yards, 50 yards on touchdown runs. It's not going to be the case tonight. This is outstanding defense on both sides of the ball.
No, it's not. This might be the time we see Patterson call his own number. No, there's a pass, and it's...
in and out of the hands. Number
2. That is Lincoln Howard.
Lincoln was unable to play last week, and that would have been enough for a first down. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Cats from the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that pass was right on it, and Howard didn't have anybody within 5 yards of him.
Patterson back to look again. He's looking. He's got one man open. It's completed.
And it's completed to Brock Pyle, and he is still going.
He's down to the 25-yard line. He carried several Cardinals about 10 yards.
Yeah, and there's a first down, you bet.
What a nice play. Nice pass from Patterson to Brock Pyle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Patterson had a couple of guys open, and Brock was the one that he threw to, and it was a good decision.
The Cats have the Cardinals reeling. Here's Roan. Oh, the throw. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Neosho!
All the way.
Mason Spiva!
25-yard touchdown to Mason Spiva, coming at the 4:05 mark in the fourth quarter.
And nobody even close to him that time. He was wide open. Great pass by Patterson. So the Cats go up 6-0.
What a nice play. Two great plays back to back, and the Cardinals are stunned.
Yeah, Fluentes is on to kick the PAT after the hold of Ethan White.
And the kick is up.
Yeah, it's good.
And our score with 5:20 to go, 4:05 to go in the first period. Cats are up 7-0 over Webb City. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
4:05 left in the first period of play. The Cats hit pay dirt first with a great 50-yarder from Patterson to Spiva, and now Tanner Schott is getting ready to kick the ball up.
What a nice drive by the Cats. It's a short kick. He can kick further. Ball taken on about the 28. It's up across the 40-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will take over. John, I'm getting a lot of text messages. Want to say hi to everybody up in the Kansas City area that's watching you on the big screen tonight.
Hey, how about that? Hey, if you're out there, we can comment. Come on, let us know that you're out there, where you're from, and where you're watching the Wildcat ball game. It just enhances the viewing and gives us a chance to see, hey, we've got somebody listening to us.
We had a lot last week with the ball game in Waynesville, and that's quite the drive, but you missed a great one with the Cats victorious 72-21.
Neil Strickland is calling his own number again, and he's
wide open. One man to beat. He could go all the way. He didn't step out of bounds. It's a touchdown. 60-yard touchdown run. Just like that, the Cardinals come back.
Strickland does a nice job of calling his own number and tiptoes down at the far sideline. A couple of Cats had a chance to get him, but he just outran them.
He just broke through the line, and Cats unable to contain him. It's the first mistake the Cats have made tonight, so the extra point attempt coming. And the kick is up. And no good. Off to the right, so the Cats still have the lead. Our score with 3:48 to go in the first, Neosho 7, Webb City 6. We'll take a timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
We're getting ready for the kickoff. Artero is getting ready to kick off, and here it comes.
And it's a short kick. Down across the hole. They got a hold of it and brought down at about the 28. Far side of the field, we couldn't see the number.
Yeah, that's Tanner Schott. he was one of the up men there, and he got a hold of it, and he just hung on to it. No, that's not right. I see now. I'm sorry. That was Oliver Martin. Oliver normally will, if he hadn't got a whole lot looking, he will take off. But wise decision that time to just go ahead and down the ball.
1st and 10 Cats from their own 29. They scored on the previous drive.
Trip wideouts on this side.
Score 7-6. Cats, the extra point no good by Webb City. That could come back to haunt them. Patterson the backfield. He has some room to the right side.
He's calling his own name, and he gets through.
Up across the 35. Gains about 6 on the play. Nice little run. That's a good option. You know, last year we had an outstanding quarterback, John, with Cade Spiva until he got hurt, because he was a double threat, running and throwing, and Blaine Patterson is in that same mold.
Yeah, very much the same way. Trip wideouts on the far side, one back on this side.
And Patterson
he has
again.
the ball himself.
Not much there, gain of about a yard.
Yeah, just about.
He faked the handoff to Roan. And
it was a nice fake, because there were two Cardinals that hit Roan instead.
Well, this is a big down right here for the Cats. 3rd down and about a long 3. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. Patterson and Roan in the backfield. And they run it up the middle. Oh,
and he's going to get it.
It looks very close, but I think you're right.
I believe he's going to get it. You bet.
They spotted on the 40. They needed 3, and I think they got it 4.
First down.
The drive is alive for the Cats. Clock is running. 2:30 to go in this opening period. And he's going to throw. He's got a man. That's Brock Pyle.
Yeah,
a good 9-yard pickup. I like to see Brock get in there. You know, he's probably one of the hardest working Cats they have out there. He's first to practice, last to leave.
Yeah, and he gets all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
He blocks more than he does anything else, and he's had a couple of nice catches. He had a nice catch against Waynesville, and that's his second catch here tonight.
2nd down and 1 for the Cats from the 49-yard line. They'll run it right up the middle. Oh, that didn't fool anybody. Roan hit at the line and thrown back for about a yard loss.
And on the tackle that time was Trevor Laughlin.
3rd down and short yardage for the Cats. See if they can keep this drive alive. Patterson in shotgun formation. He's going to run it. He does.
He's got the first down.
What a nice jump.
Some.
He hopped over one player at the 50, brought down on the 45. A good 6-yard run by Blaine Patterson.
Well, Jim, there is no doubt that Webb City is king on Keyshawn Roan, because and that's the second time Patterson has been loose to be able to do that, to be able to use that to our advantage. Certainly right now is successful for us.
1st and 10 Cats from the 45-yard line. Roan up the middle, a good 5-6 yards.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 6, it looks like.
You know, Roan is one of those runners, John, that his little legs just keep churning, and he is difficult to bring down.
Yeah, he most certainly is, and that'll make it about 2nd and 4, Jim.
Cats are looking over at the coach to see what they're going to call.
And we've got 2 wideouts over on this side, 1 lone wideout over on the other side.
Clock winding down, almost the end of the first period of the nice throw. Good throw. This is down to number 3.
Yeah,
that's Plummer.
Hayden Plummer, yeah, and I'll tell you what, that has been successful. He just turned right back up in the middle, nobody close to him, and it was a great quick hitter for a first down for the Cats.
Brought down on the 25-yard line. Chains will be moving. They'll get set. 25 seconds left in this opening period. Cats up 7-6. Spiva in motion off to the left side. See what the Cats can do. Plummer's out there. He's going to throw towards Plummer. Overthrown Plummer down on the 5, just over his head.
Well, I tell you what, that ball was overthrown, but that was about the best he could do, because there was a defender right there that between Plummer and the ball.
2nd down for the Cats. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line.
There's an offsides.
Hand off to Roan. Everybody in the box, and there was an offsides. I don't see, is there a flag out there?
Well, I didn't see the flag, but yeah, there was a defender most definitely jumped. And that's exactly right. We saw it, and so did the coach, so we've taken it. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Cats are up by a score of 7-6. We'll be right back after this.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Cats set up shop on the 24-yard line. It is 3rd and 7. Jim?
We are ready for second quarter action. It was a low-scoring affair, 7-6. Cats struck pay dirt first with the 4:05 mark, and the Cardinals came right back. They missed their extra point. Patterson back to throw. He's going to run it. He has some room on the right side. He picks up enough for a first down, knocked out of bounds on the far side of the field. He was trying to look for somebody down in the end zone. Nobody was open.
Well, I'll tell you what, that shows the maturity of Blaine Patterson. We saw him in there last year, as you said, when Cade Spiva was out, and as a sophomore, he just kind of got thrown into it, but he has gone more and more. He's reading the defense well. He saw an opportunity, and he got the first down.
1st and 10 Cats from the 17. Roan carries off left tackle down to the 10-yard line. A good 6-7-yard pickup. And the Cats are starting to push the Cardinals around on that front line.
And that is exactly what we need to do. We need to dominate on the line of scrimmage. We talked about that in Keys to the Cats. Contain offensively and defensively.
Second down and short yardage. They bobbled the ball down the right
Roan's
side.
Going to score.
Roan scores a touchdown.
Roan bumps into 2 blockers, fades back out, and goes on in. Touchdown, Neosho. Keyshawn Roan.
What a nice play by the Cats. He was going left. He knew that door was shut. He just moved back around the right side. TD coming at the 11-12 mark in the second period. Extra point coming. Snap is down. The kick is up. It is good. Our score, Neosho 14, Webb City 6. We'll take a timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100...
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Looking for extra space near Neosho? At 86 Mini Storage, we offer secure open parking for RVs, campers, and vehicles. Plus, we have a selection of storage units that can hold whatever you need. Conveniently located in western Neosho with 24-hour access for our customers, and right now, your first month is free. To find out what spaces are currently available or request a unit, visit 86ministorage.com or call 417-621-1601.
There is 11 minutes and 22 seconds left in the half. Jim and the Cats have scored again. The score is now 14-6, and I believe you're right. I believe that missed extra point is going to come back to haunt the Cardinals.
It'll force them, if they do score a touchdown, to go for 2. to try to catch back up. Very fast ball game so far. John, last week, or the last game, home game, I think halftime didn't start till about 9 o'clock. And
I think there must have been, Jim, an unsportsmanlike conduct out there because it's being assessed all the way down here, and the Cats are going to kick the ball from the 40-yard line
of Webb City. So they'll be backed up. It's taken a while to. Now they're going to come back. They say, well, let's do it from the 45. I like the 40 better, but still, that gives the Cats the advantage. Instead, that's 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, and with Shoddy's ability to pooch kick the ball, I'm sure that ball is not going to be a touchback.
They haven't kicked it deep. Neither team has so far tonight on the kickoffs, but they have the capability because we have outstanding kickers for Neosho and Webb City.
If Neosho was going to try an onside kick, now would be the time to do it. I mean, if you don't get the ball, they're just about where they're going to be anyway.
Shoddy's going to run about 15 yards, and he kicks that one. That could be a field goal almost. Brought back in the deep in the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20. And that's where Webb City will start with 11:22 to go in the second period. John, I'll start looking here a little bit to see how some scores are panning out across the region. We'll get on the kneo.org website.
Yeah, we will. It'll be interesting to see.
Joplin leading Republic 10-7. Webb City, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Hands off to Williams off the left side. Good run. Gain pickup of about 7 yards off left tackle.
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure exactly what the penalty was, but I'm assuming it was some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that they assessed in order to bring the ball back up that far.
Ozark on top of Waynesville, 14-0. That score in the first period. Our score here, 14-6. Neosho on top of Webb City. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for the Cardinals.
Strickland under center. He's got a full backfield.
And they'll hand it off again. It's got some room across the 35, brought down across the 40. A good 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup. Nice job that time by the other Rome. And Kamen Rome, but Jim, unfortunately, he's in that safety position. If he's making tackles, that means that they're getting through to our backfield.
That they are, and I could see one of the two teams going to be worn out by the end of the third or fourth quarter, trying to tackle some of these fast backs from Webb City. Their handoff, they once again left side. Almost a 10-yard gain, maybe a little short. They'll spot it right at midfield.
Hand off to Williams once again. It's going to be 2nd and about 1, it looks like to me.
Very, very close. Clock running, 9:50 to go before halftime. We invite you to stay halftime. John has interviewed Harry Lineberry, one of the inductees into the Neosho School Athletic Hall of Fame. So that'll be a special interview during halftime tonight. 2nd and short for the Cardinals. Ball spotted right at midfield. Handoff. A little pitch back. Has some room. And across the 40 down to about the 36, 37-yard line on the far side of the field.
That was a pitch back to Gabe Johnson. He is the other halfback. Really, he's the halfback, and Williams is the fullback, but it was a nice option pitch around the far side, and he picked up the first down.
Cardinals have always had, in past, John, 2 backs in the backfield with a quarterback, and they run that option kind of like the old wishbone that Oklahoma used to do 50-some years ago. Handoff again, off the left tackle, and they're pushed back across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line.
I believe that was Holden Johnson in the backfield that time. He's normally in a wide receiver position.
Ball spotted at the 33. 2nd down for the Cardinals.
And there's the give again.
Has some room. Got the first down. Knocked out of bounds inside the 20, inside that red zone.
That was Abe Getz that's been in the backfield, and he picked up the first down that time.
Well, the Cardinals are marching. This drive started back on their own 20-yard line. Cats can bend. We just don't want to break right now. I'd like to put a stop to this. The ball spotted not inside the 20. They brought it back to the 21.
Yeah.
Knocked out of bounds. But it is 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. One man here on the far side and near side of the field. They'll hand it off. No room.
That time Strickland carried his own, and the Cats were right there as they said nothing to it, and was going to throw him back for about a yard loss, Jim.
He was trying to find somebody to pitch it to, and they were covered, and that would have been a big, big mistake and a loss of about a yard on the play.
Well, he ran into big number 75, Evanson Tomlinson, and once you run into him, you really don't go much farther.
He makes you and I look pretty small. Nice young man, nice
You
family.
and I together, he makes look small.
That's what I mean. 2nd and long yardage for the Cardinals. Ball on about the 22, handoff. Up the middle, he has some room. Touchdown, Cardinals, untouched. 22-yard touchdown run.
That was Gabe Johnson. He was the quarterback at the first of the year, and he had his hand hurt, Jim, and they moved him to the backfield and were pretty successful, and he's been there ever since, so he's got some wheels.
Well, John, it looked like the Cats just got kind of worn down on that drive. The Cardinals made that look pretty easy, gaining 7, 8, 9, 10 yards on each play. Coach Taddy will try to make some adjustments and hang in there. Close ball game.
We may see them try to go for 2 right here in order to tie this ball game up.
Well, they might as well, and that's what they attempt to do. It's 14-12. They're going for the 2-point conversion. 3 men in the backfield. They hand it off to one. And he
does not get there.
No good. Extra point, no good. So the Cats remain the lead, still have the lead. Our score, 14-12 with 7:55 to go in the second period. We'll take a quick timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Today's sporting event is being made available for your family by Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rental, located just off Highway 49 at the Carterville exit by Casey's. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays till noon with rentals of outdoor construction equipment and even attachments for your machines. Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rentals is a proud supporter of today's game. 417-317-4995.
There's 7 minutes and 55 seconds left in the half, and the Cats are now up by 2, 14-12, as they were able to stop the 2-point try that Webb City had. Webb City's getting ready to kick off. Looks like it is going to be Martin and Plummer back in the back. And it's another little pooch kick.
It drops at the 30.
And
they muffed it back there, but they hung on. Ball brought down. And
yeah, that was Cayman Rome that time that hung onto that ball and dropped right there.
Ball spotted right at the 25-yard line. So the Cats need to drive 75 yards to get another score. It'd be nice to get one here before halftime, the way things are looking. Good ball game, 14-12. Neosho on top. Neosho, or I should say Webb City, has missed the extra point conversions on each of their touchdowns. Here's a pass off to Mason Spiva. Has some room. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brought down here on the near side of the field.
I believe he's going to get, looks like just about that. So it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Clock is running, 7:33 to go.
That was that quick hitter to Mason that he was very successful with when we played Kickapoo.
Patterson in the backfield. He hands off to Rome. He's got some room. He's
gone.
Wide open. He's got one man to beat. He's not going to be touched. What a run for the Cats. Roan. Touchdown Wildcats all the way. 74-yard touchdown run by Mr. Roan.
Touchdown.
Right up the middle.
Great play by the Cats, and that was that off tackle that we talked about before the game, Jim, and a couple of big guys that opened that hole up for him, and once he got behind their secondary, it was just a foot race.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the evening. You're not going to catch him. Those little legs were going as fast as they could. Here comes the extra point.
Fluente's on to kick the extra point. Ball's down, up, and it's good.
It is our score with 7:10 to go before the half. Neosho up 21-12 over Webb City. We'll be back after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
My name's Pastor James for the Neosho Church of the Nazarene. Just have a privilege here to share with you a word of encouragement today. You know, in the world in which we live, people are always making plans. We're trying to navigate through life, and sometimes life can be kind of complicated and rather layered as we're trying to figure out direction and trajectory and all of these things. But the Bible tells us to commit all of our plans to the Lord, to trust in the Lord with all our heart, to lean not on our own understanding, to acknowledge Him in all our ways, and He will make our path straight. I'm a firm believer that the Lord has incredible plans for our lives, and so many times we deviate from those because we get to chasing after all of these other things that are out there in the world. The Bible tells us that before we were even born, that the Lord had things that He wanted our lives to accomplish. And so I would just encourage all of you today, and I don't think it's by accident that you've stumbled across this video, and I would just encourage you to seek the Lord, to lean in and to find out what He has for your life, because I promise you that will be the best life that you could live. May the Lord bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half of a slugfest, literally slugfest here at Neosho. Shoddy kicks the ball, and he kicks it back to one of the up men, and they're going to bring the ball up. And he's tackled in there by a group of Neosho Cats.
He drug several cats about 10 yards. You know, Webb City has to be stunned with that 72-yard touchdown run by Mr. Roan right up the middle. And our score right now is 21-12. Cats on top. Let's see if they can put a stop to this. They'll spot the ball on the 41-yard line.
Well, Jim, we saw him do that 4 times last week against Waynesville, and it's just a matter of time. We knew that they were keying on him, but that hole opened up, and then it was a foot race, and not too many people are going to catch him.
And give credit to that front line to open those holes for him to do so.
Yeah, defense needs to make a stand right here.
1st and 10 Cardinals.
That's exactly what happened.
They went for the quarterback. Strickland took a big hit in the backfield by Tomlinson, but they pushed him back, a gain of about 3 on the play.
Abe Gentz was the up back that time, and I don't believe he's going to pick up a couple, it looks like.
Yeah, spot the ball on the 44-yard line. And that's about where we're situated up in the press box tonight. Yeah. Webb City is also here broadcasting the game. Luke, how'd you let that happen?
Just blame me.
We could have let them stay home, and we would have had all the fun tonight. 2nd down and 7 to go for the Cardinals.
Strickland's getting ready. He calls his own number, but then he gives it out to number 29, who's got the first down.
And across midfield, across the knocked out of bounds, past the 45 on about the 44-yard line, it looks like.
Talon Haslip. And he got the first down.
Good run. Webb City works that so well with that option play, and
well, they're certainly getting on the outside. We've got to do something to come across the line and push them back in.
They are so quick, those backs come across there. You know, I don't know if Webb City has completed a pass tonight. They've attempted a long one, which was knocked down. Yeah. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line inside Neosho territory. There's the pitch back. Has some room on the left side. Knocked out of bounds on the far side of the field and around the 40. Nice little
back
pickup.
Was to Haslip again. They're moving backfield guys in and out of there, trying to keep fresh legs in there all the time.
5:54 to go before halftime. Cats up 21-12. This game is far from over. What a great effort from both teams. They're just slugging it out on the field tonight.
Yeah, and when Cats come back from halftime, they will have the ball first.
They'd like to put a stop to this nonsense right now. It looked like somebody moved. There's a flag.
Yeah,
somebody moved. I don't know if it's a left tackle or guard for Webb City, but we'll get the indication.
We may decline that penalty because we stopped, and no, that's not going to happen. We're not going to get the opportunity.
That is against Webb City. Brings it back to the 46-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and about 12, it looks like.
You know, the Cats are playing heads-up ball tonight, and we talked about that, John, where they have to be on their A game and not make these mental mistakes and offsides and holding. And there he's going to
throw the ball.
He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man wide open across the. It's going to be brought down on about the 4-yard line. A good 45-yard play. He was wide open in the middle. Cats on their heels, playing as more of a zone.
Wells.
Playing more of a zone defense right there, and somebody had to be open, and they were.
He was wide open, no doubt about it. It was a nice pass by Strickland, and he's a big target.
He is. Ball on the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Cardinals, 1st and goal. They'll hand it off, first man through. Gain of about 2 on the play off right tackle.
I can't tell, but it looks like that was Williams that carried the ball that time.
2nd down and short yardage. This is just like going for an extra point. The Cats can hold them. Clock running, 4:35 to go. We'll know in a minute what happens. Strickland under center.
Yeah, he's going to try to give the ball away to the second guy through, and nice job by Kobe McGee.
Yeah, what a nice stop. They did push him back across the 5.
And he was tackled in the backfield, but apparently they're going to say he was stopped. His forward movement was stopped, so it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Right at 4 minutes and counting left here in the half. I'd like to see if the Cats can put a stop to them.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Look for the ball to be thrown, and yep, that's exactly what's happening.
Man
and
open,
and they're wide open. Yeah,
touchdown, 3-yard touchdown pass. And that touchdown
88.
coming.
That was Ganaway.
Coming at the 3:41 mark, and they'll go for 2 again to try to get a little closer. It's 21-18. Seldom do you see Webb City playing catch-up in any ball game, but they have been tonight. Now they're going to go for 1. Go for a sure thing, hopefully.
Yeah, and I can't see who that is. That looks like it's
96.
96.
The kick is up. And this time it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Our score, 3:41 to go in the second period, 21-19. Neosho. We'll take a quick timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sam O'Neill with Portable Propane of Neosho. From setting tanks to refilling them, we offer a full spectrum of service to meet your every need. We serve Neosho and surrounding areas, and we are committed to giving you better service at better prices. Give us a call today, 417-437-8927. Thank you.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
There's a little, and that
it went 10 yards.
It sure did. It went 10 yards, and what a great play that time, perfectly executed by Webb City. And we're going to see exactly what's it. No, there's a flag that's down now.
It was not touched by one of the Cats.
No,
it did go the necessary 10 yards, but no one touched it.
No, so there's a flag down. We'll see what the head official is saying now. He's saying that it's going to be a block in the back against them.
Against Webb City. Block in the back, you're correct, John. But does Webb City retain possession?
So that'll back it up a little ways. And we're going to see exactly what Coach Towdy has to say about that. There's an umpire over on that side, and he was bending his ear just a little bit. And the Cats have got the ball. And I'm not sure I understand that, but we're going to take it. And let's hurry up and snap the ball.
A lot of weird change of events, but the Cats will have good field possession.
The block in the back like that probably negated the guy.
And they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul across midfield. It's going to be brought down to the 46-yard line of Webb City.
It was executed very well. The onside kick was executed very well, but I'm going to say block in the back allowed the guy that caught the ball to get loose.
1st and 10 Cats from their 46-yard line of Webb City. See if they can keep a good drive going. Here's Patterson, has some room around the left side.
There's 3:37 left in the half.
And he's brought down. The clock will still run.
He's going to pick up no, it's going to be out of bounds, and he's going to pick up about 5, it looks like.
Like we said, Blaine is a tall young man and long legs, and he gets to go, and he's hard to stop. They've stopped the clock right now.
They're going to stop the clock. They're going to put some more time back on it.
And they'll start it here at the referee's discretion at the snap of the ball. 2nd down and 6 yards, long 6 to go.
Yeah, trip wideouts on the far side.
Patterson
throws the
has
ball
a man
and it's
open.
wide open.
Ooh,
and
yeah,
he got the first down.
They had needed to get across the
Looks
35.
like that was Brock Pyle again.
Brock is
yes,
a tough,
it was.
Yeah,
and there's the first down.
Good catch by Brock. Just shy of the 35-yard line. And they'll start the clock when the chain. Those guys, John, I think you and I can run faster than those guys on the chain tonight. 1st and 10, here's Patterson.
Here comes Patterson with his own number.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 30, about a 5-yard pickup. John, more importantly, they're taking time off the clock.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. We know that we will get the ball when it comes back. And we've got twin wideouts on each side, and we've got a problem. We've got Patterson's looking over at the coach, and we'll see what.
Both teams still have all their timeouts. Clock is running, play clock winding down. Pile in motion. Here's Roan, got some room.
Yeah.
Close to a first down, a little short, maybe about a yard shy. 2:17 to go, clock is running. Luke, I'm going to ask you a question. Do we have the scoreboard? I can't see the monitor tonight. We do have the.
We have our scoreboard up tonight.
Good. Okay. Great. It's 3rd down and 2 for the Cats. Oh, the ball was low, snapped,
but Patterson's going to get the first down.
I think he's got it. He needed to get to 25-yard line, and that's where they'll spot it. Ooh, he moved it back a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Well, it's 4th down. It looks like it's a long 4th.
Yeah, that is close. I'd almost
it's right. It's within 6 inches.
I'd almost.
I'm not sure I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not. There we go. We're going to bring the
big guys in.
The tank package in.
Bring out the little guys, and well, the little guys are 180 pounds, John. I mean, the big guys are 240, 250, 300.
Well, the clock is running. There's 1:16 left. Tomlinson is in the middle of the line, and here it comes. And he's going to move right on through, and I believe he got the first down.
And they'll stop the clock momentarily. He needed to get to the 25, and that's see where they spot it. Clock is stopped at 1:03 to go.
The Cats have got the first down.
Undo the pile. And now the speedsters come back out on the field for the Cats. 1st and 10, Cats, 25-yard line. Minute to go before half. Cats up 21-19. This has been quite the ball game tonight. Patterson and shotgun. They'll just keep it on the ground. He's got his own number. 5-yard down across the 15. Another 1st and 10 for the Cats. What a good fake out. They thought everything was going to the right for Roan.
Yeah, they did. That was a nice fake that time, Jim.
Lane just shifted off to the left and gained 10, 11 yards on the play. We're down to 40 seconds. Clock is running. Here's to Roan. He's got some room. And close to the 10-yard line, another 5-yard pickup.
Coach Taddy calls timeout. Certainly going to bring everybody together.
He does right now. 34 seconds left. John, what do you do? The running game has been great here on this drive.
Well, it has. We've got, and we can go ahead and do that. I mean, hey, regardless, we go in at halftime ahead, but it would be nice to be able to go in a little bit more than that.
You know, I don't think 21 points is going to hold up.
Michael Shellhorn was limping as he came off the field that time. He is our center, and he's the one that anchors that offensive line for us right now.
Well, the line has done an outstanding job for the Cats tonight. defensively and offensively.
Yeah, Shellhorn's back in now. He's back over there. I think we run the ball off tackle. We run Roan right up through the off tackle position and let Bastide and Tomlinson lead the way.
You have the option for sure. You're down and ball spotted just shy of the 10-yard line. They're saying 2nd down and 6 for the Cats. Plenty of time. You can run or pass, but you want to come away with some points. You want to put points on the board right here.
Yeah, and we're to the place now we could kick a field goal. We've got 2 guys that could kick that field goal if we needed to. So
it would be about a 30-yard field goal attempt from where they are now. And Roan running left side across the 10. He falls forward about the 8. Right in the middle of the field. The clock is running, 24 seconds. Play clock at 35. They'll keep it winding down. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Cats from the 8-yard line. Patterson's back. He's going to run it. He has some room.
He's got the touchdown.
Get in there, touchdown, Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
Nice run by Blaine Patterson.
Well, I tell you what, Jim, he did it again. He read the defense, and he could not throw the ball, and he turned around and ran it himself and got the touchdown.
What a nice, smart play for the Cats. Patterson on his game tonight.
Flew into his back for the extra point out of the hold of Ethan White.
27-19, extra point coming. Crowd is quiet. The kick is up.
That's good.
And right through the uprights. 28-19 our score. 8 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. Neosho on top of Webb City. Let's take a timeout to return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
You found it, the ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 PSI of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Want to know what your home is worth? Stop by to get a free competitive market analysis with Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. They're proud to serve the Neosho area and will stay with you every step of the way, whether you're buying or selling. A family-owned business for over 25 years, Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. 417-451-1700 or by email at gkitchen.showmerealestate@gmail.com. Home of the Happy Campers.
Tanner Shoddy kicks the ball. It's kind of a pooch kick, and it's going to be held right there by Webb City, and they're going to be tackled. We will go right into the halftime show right after this. Stay tuned for that because we want to be with the halftime that we'll be able to recognize the Wildcat Hall of Fame inductees.
Ball spotted on the 38-yard line. Cardinals
4 seconds
take over.
left.
What do? You throw a Hail Mary? I would put everybody back. You don't want them to score by any means, but Coach Taddy's calling his team over. And
he's calling timeouts, you bet, and he's going to set up. I believe, Jim, that is exactly what we'll do. I do not see Webb City at this point getting in victory formation and just downing the ball. But we do not need to leave them wide open either.
What a game this is.
It's been a great ball game so far, and you still got time to get here. There's still a few seats available out there for the second half of the ball game. But if you're watching it with us, thank you so much. We appreciate that. We appreciate all of our sponsors because our sponsors get to give a couple of old guys like me and Jim a good time, and then we get paid for that too, Jim. What a deal.
That's great. You know, we're right in the press box. Right below us is the concession stand, and Matt's eating all the popcorn tonight, so don't worry about getting any at halftime.
Yeah.
And it does smell good. Here's the last play. Should be the last play of the first half.
I'm going to think they'll go to that option. They've been pretty successful with that in the past.
They'll just
That's
pitch
exactly
it back.
what they did.
And they're brought down, gain of about 8, knocked down.
That's going to be it.
That's it. It's halftime in Neosho. Cats on top of the Cardinals, 28-19. We'll take a timeout, and don't forget the coach special show with interview with former coach Harry Weinberry. with John, coming up after these words on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
The sting of inflation. You're feeling it at the grocery store, the gas pump, and just about anywhere else you would spend money. Inflation is a reminder that the value of things can be pretty volatile. That's very different from the value of your soul. That never changes.
Jesus said, one soul is worth the whole world.
Billy Graham.
Your soul is valuable because of God's concern. God doesn't want you to be lost. He wants you to be saved, so much so that He gave His Son on the cross for your sins.
Now it's up to you to respond. Admit you're a sinner. Ask God to forgive you and to come into your life. We can tell you more. Call us, 855-255-PRAY, 855-255-PRAY, from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
The Wildcat Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
Welcome into a special edition of Wildcat Minute. I'm John Ball, and we have now inductee into the Wildcat Hall of Fame, Coach Harry Lineberry. Coach, thanks so much after a busy, busy day of spending a little time with us.
Enjoy it. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
Well, tell me just exactly what's happened. I know that there's been a dinner and there's been a celebration and recognition, and now at halftime here at the Webb City football game, you all are being recognized out on the field. Tell me what it means to you to be inducted into that first group of the Wildcat Hall of Fame.
Well, it means a lot. You know, I was there as a teacher and a coach for over 33 years. And to be recognized by your fellow peers, it means a great deal. But I think it says volumes about the people that hired me years ago: Castleberry, Dennis Griffin, Gary Sims, my athletes, of course. Without them, this doesn't happen. I had the best bus drivers. I had the best maintenance people. I've seen quite a change over the period of time, and it means a great deal. So, yeah, like I said, the award itself is really about the athletes I've coached and the assistant coaches that I've had over the years. Been very fortunate, and, you know, I don't think I ever worked a day in my life. Mark Twain said that if you can find a job that you love doing, you'll never work a day in your life, and I think that's probably where I'm at.
Well, you know, Coach, you and I go way back, and I'd been disappointed had you not said, hey, it's not about me, it's about the kids and everybody that's worked with me. But let's talk about some of those things. You had 2 state championships with girls cross country in 1983 and 1984, 30 conference championships with boys and girls field and track, 6 consecutive girls conference titles from 2006 to 2011, 4 consecutive girls titles also, and then you kind of did everything else at the school as well, didn't you?
Yes, not mentioned. I had someone mention the other day that she said, you didn't mention basketball. And I go, well, I don't think that's why I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame, is my basketball talent as a coach. But I did coach freshman girls basketball in the 90s. And at that time, Jamie Gillian was the head girls coach. And next thing you know, he asked me to come up and be an assistant coach. And I go, well, okay. So then I was varsity cross country and head track coach, and I was assistant basketball coach, and I really didn't want to, you know, there was an opportunity at one time to be the head basketball coach, and I thought, no, this is beyond me. So, yeah, I didn't bring that up this time. during the ceremony or anything. It wasn't mentioned, and I didn't bring it up. So, but I really enjoyed doing that, and I had some great support from parents during that basketball season, because during those freshman years we practiced at 6 a.m. And I'll tell you, the parents were very good. I had one of the parents brought coffee to me at 5:45 in the morning, and the parents were supportive, and we had plenty of games, and it wasn't difficult to have girls come in and practice at 6 a.m. That was not an issue.
Well, I tell you what, one freshman girls team that I was very close to that you coached, they were 23-3, and they were never better than that after you coaching her than freshman year.
Well, things happen over the years, and we were just very fortunate, like I said, to have support from the administration, good bus drivers, good parents. Kids came in. We worked 4 or 5 days a week with practice. We didn't come in every morning at 5:45, but we were able to work around that with a weekend practice because the games were on Monday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So after all, over a period of time, you found you really weren't coming in every morning at 5:45. But yeah, that was a lot of fun back then. It was, you had to get up out of bed and get down there, but the girls were great.
Yeah, they really were. Let me ask you another question. As a coach, how does it feel to be inducted into the Hall of Fame with two of your former students that were in track and especially in cross country with you? I'm talking about Mark Sparks and Jessica Jackson.
Yeah. Let me mention Mark. I had Mark for 1 year in 1981, and there's a story behind that. His senior year, he had signed to go to Mizzou to play basketball. And Norm Stewart, the head coach of Mizzou at the time, and Tony Bussey, basketball coach at Neosho, both agreed that he should come out for track his last year to get in shape to play ball at Mizzou. And so the next thing you know, March came around, and Mark Sparks came out for track. And my goodness, I'm so glad he did, because he was a dominant person, a sprinter, very coachable, easy to coach. Mark has always had a great personality, and as you can tell, it carried him a long way. With Jessica, I had her in 8th grade when she moved in halfway through the school year, and her next year was a freshman year, and she came out to cross country, and the rest is history.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sure that there's all kinds of fans out there that are standing up and cheering you on right now as you're being recognized out on the field. I know you've got a lot of things going on. It's been a busy, busy day. But Coach Harry Lineberry, congratulations on being one of the very first inductees into the Wildcat Hall of Fame.
John, I want to thank you, but I want to mention, before we close this, I want to mention your dad, Bill Ball.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
And the reason I want to mention that is when I came to Neosho in 1979, the Neosho Daily was quite a newspaper back then, and Bill Ball was the sports editor, and he was a true Wildcat through and through. And he had an article all the time on local sports, and on every Friday he would do a summary of the upcoming football games, and they would make predictions on the coming game coming up on Friday night.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was great, and he was a supporter of every sport there at Neosho, and he was a true Wildcat. I wanted to pass that on, and your dad was a big promoter of Neosho sport through the Neosho Daily News.
Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you mentioning it, but congratulations to you as well. I appreciate you stopping by and visiting with us.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Wildcat Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is Your Touchstone Energy Partner.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
It's time for another Health Minute here on KNEO. Adam Winkler here with you, joined by Dave Compton, a trainer with Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Dave, our topic today is how to fuel your body for a workout.
Yeah, Adam, that's a great question. The nutritional supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar operation that tries to sell our athletes and their families on a magic powder, a magic pill, or a secret formula. And I have to confess I'm a little bit old school and firmly believe that in most cases, mom's and grandma's advice of balanced nutrition and balanced meals will cover athletes' nutritional needs for their athletic performance. Lean proteins, good sources of carbohydrates. The fruits and vegetables are a great option, and I think we forget about them a lot because they are a good source of water, and they're a good source of the trace minerals and electrolytes that we don't sometimes get from normal food. Grandma and Mom always telling you to take your vitamins. A good multivitamin will supplement most athletes' needs on top of just their normal diet. And then, of course, hydration. Water, sports drinks are a great combination.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler. This portion of the game is sponsored by First Community Bank, with 2 Neosho locations, 111 East Main Street and 3005 Gardner Edgewood Drive. For personal or business banking services or for loan information, their phone number is 451-3222 or 451-2025 or online at firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where their slogan is, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. Everyone loves a great athlete who is dependable and someone you can always count on to show up. Knowing what to expect from a specific player is beneficial to coaches and teammates. But what about our own lives? When people assess the way we live, would they consider us dependable? When representing Jesus to others, dependability shows integrity and sets forth a good example for them to follow. We want to remain consistent in our faith as we showcase a trustworthy and reliable commitment to loving God and loving others. The Bible tells us, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. As we think about the dependability of our favorite athletes, let's be inspired to stand firm in the Lord by modeling a reliability and steadfastness that others can count on. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
Welcome back to Bob Anderson Stadium. It's halftime, and the Cats are up over the Cardinals by a score of 28-19. And it's been a real slugfest, and the fans have really enjoyed watching this back and forth. Jim, tell us how we got to where we are.
Boy, it's been a great ball game so far. Cats scored pay dirt first at the 4:05 mark in the first period. They went up on a 25-yard touchdown pass to Mason Spiva. They also scored in the second. They scored 21 points in the second period on an 8-yard TD run by Mr. Roan. And also Mr. Roan came back and had a 72-yard TD run, followed by a nice touchdown run up the middle, 8 yards by Blaine Patterson. And we stand at 28-19. What's hurt the Cardinals tonight, John, and we talked about this, they have scored 3 touchdowns, but they have missed 2 of their extra point attempts. The first kick was wide to the right. They missed on a 2-point conversion. They did convert on their last touchdown extra point, and that's where we stand, 28-19 at halftime. I've never had so much response on the phone. People cannot believe these are Neosho fans that are just beside themselves right now, because we haven't beaten Webb City since 1999, and they said the team's really looking good. Camera work's looking good, Matt, and so we appreciate that. And hopefully they can hold up. And but I think it's going to take another 2 or 3 touchdowns from the Cats to hang on, because Webb City is going to pull out the stops. They don't want to fall to 3-2 on the season.
No, I don't think they do either. And the best part about what's happening right now is the Cats, of course, will get the ball when they come back in. So coming back in with an 8-point lead like that, and then getting the ball to start the second half, it could be the thing that just sets this whole game up.
Certainly is, and one good thing about the Cats tonight, John, they've played smart ball. I don't think they've had a penalty in the first half. The penalties have been against the Cardinals, and a lot of that is frustration. They can't believe, they're not used to being down in a ball game, and and especially against a team they have not lost to in 26 years. But this could be the Cats' year. Win or lose on this ball game tonight, the fans have seen and witnessed a great contest. Good sportsmanship on behalf of Neosho. I think they've played an outstanding game. Coach Dowdy has had this team ready for this contest tonight.
Yeah, he really has. We're going to take another timeout, then we're going to come back, and Luke is going to give us some scores throughout the area. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Hamry Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Hamry Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at hamryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
And we welcome you back out here. This is Luke Taylor, and I'm here with John Ball, Jim Jackson, as well as Matt Ball. And I'm going to give you a few different scores from around the area. We're at halftime right now at Neosho, and as you can see on the screen, Neosho is up right now 28-19 over Webb City. We'll look at a few other schools right now. Carthage Tigers at the half. They are winning against the Willard Tigers 59-7. Looking at the Joplin Eagles versus Republic Tigers game, Republic is up 24-10 at the half. The Ozark Tigers are in the second quarter right now against the Waynesville Tigers, and right now Ozark is winning pretty handily, 49-0. We don't have a score yet right now on the Kickapoo Chiefs and Glendale Falcons game. Let's scroll down here to the Big 8 Conference. Mount Vernon Mountaineers are up 14-0 over the Lamar Tigers at the half. The Seneca Indians are winning 43-7 over the Aurora Hound Dogs also at the half. Cassville Wildcats are playing the Harrisonville Wildcats, and they're at the half as well. Cassville is up 28-14 over Harrisonville. The Nevada Tigers are beating the East Newton Patriots right now with a score of 20-0 at halftime. And the Monette Cubs are up 30-18 over the McDonald County Mustangs. They're still in the second quarter of play. And so a lot of great games going on right now out there. If you want to keep up with all these scores, we do have a page on KNEO's website for that. It is called the Scoreboard page. And so if you go to kneo.org/scoreboard, or you just go to kneo.org, and from the drop-down menu at the top of the page, under the Sports tab, you will see a Scoreboard button. You just click that or tap that on your phone. It'll take you to a page that is being updated all night long with all the latest scores in the area. And so we do hope you'll take advantage of that. Some of our sponsors tonight who are making this broadcast possible, those include the Neosho School District, People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Dig Right Equipment Rental, Compton CPA Group, First Community Bank, 86 Mini Storage, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Southwest Missouri Bank, Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dodson, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Calvary Baptist Church, the Neosho Daily News, Crowder College, and State Farm Agent Eric Norris. And so if you see any of these individuals or businesses that we just went through, we would ask you to tell them thank you for sponsoring local high school athletics, investing in the local community. and making it possible to bring you these games each Friday night, and also softball throughout the year, basketball coming up after that, and then baseball next spring. Jim, I was wondering if you might go by Mark tonight, because then you'd have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all up here bringing the game.
Well, we could. I was going to say it's good to have you with us tonight, because I've been the only person amongst the trio, and my last name's not Ball.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you are here. It's good to have you as always. And like I say, this ball game tonight has been a fantastic game with Webb City. And next week the Cats will be on the road next Friday night in Willard. And Matt, that means barbecue over there. I won't say the name of the location. I don't want to give a plug, but it's barbecue right across from the stadium there in Willard. We always enjoy that. And then we'll be back home 2 weeks from tonight. Is homecoming night, and Joplin Eagles come to town. Joplin losing at halftime. They've been down somewhat this year as well, but this game here is it's been remarkable, John. 28-19 for the Cats. They've looked good, and let's hope it continues in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Cats are out here. They're trying to get some warm-up going, and I said at halftime, if we could score one more time and then we get the ball coming back, that may be the difference. But I honestly believe those 2 extra points are going to be the ruin of Webb City tonight, and I certainly hope that way. It's been a great ball game. It's been a real slugfest. It's been back and forth, and I anticipate the second half will be the same way.
Well, Neosho is held on 4th down, had a couple of turnovers, and Webb City learned very quickly in this ball game tonight. They're not going to be able to push the Cats around, especially that top line. You look at some of those young men that are 245, 250, 315 out there. It's just going to be difficult, and they're just the Cats are just well coached this year. And hard work has been paying off. They get out there and say they've worked in the weight room all year. Every team, does that. Mm-hmm. These guys are dedicated. Like we talk about Brock Pyle, he's the first one there and last one to leave, and they just put in that extra effort, and it is paying off tonight. You look at this fine Webb City team. I on the monitor, you'd think, oh my goodness, so many people. They go 53 yards across the field, 3 or 4 deep. You're going, wow. But they only play 11 players at a time. I think that's still the rules in high school football, and the coaches are out there explaining that to them. Do not be intimidated by what you're seeing. Actions speak louder than words, and they have tonight for the Cats, because we're on top 28-19.
Yeah, we will look and see. I believe they've gone ahead and started. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, but unless you're here, you just can't get the fervor of the crowd and everything that's going on here. We're excited for our Cats. As we said, we will get the ball going into the second half, and that'll make a huge difference. Luke, let's take one more time out, and then by the time we get through, we'll be ready to come back with the second half.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics, we empower our students to reach their full potential, installing values of hard work, teamwork, and integrity. We would like to thank you for tuning in to the broadcast today and cheering on our Wildcats. Our dedicated teachers, staff, and coaches work hand in hand to provide a well-rounded education that prepares students for success. Together, we're building a brighter tomorrow for our community. The Neosho R5 School District, where excellence thrives.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care Medical and Dental Clinics, building relationships, providing great care.
Luke Taylor back here, and the game is just about to get underway for the second half tonight. But a few more sponsors we want to tell you about. Joe Ringstaff, he's an Edward Jones agent. First People Baptist Church, Family Market. Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson. Affordable Propane, Show Me Real Estate. Edgewood Bowling Center here in Neosho, the Big Nickel of Joplin. Free Market Physician Healthcare, with locations here in Neosho, Joplin, and the surrounding area. Tally Tire, the law offices of Wood and Peterson. Numac Electric, Sports Locker, KSN KODE, Zach's Car Wash, McKay Quality Roofing, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Hillcrest Church of Christ, your local Freeman YMCA, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Banner Church of the Nazarene, Emery Roofing and Construction, a new sponsor this week, as well as Access Family Care. So again, let them know thank you if you see them this week. Thank you for bringing you this broadcast tonight.
Well, Jim, we said with Keys to the Cats at the beginning of the ball game, we just got to keep doing what we're doing and keep on keeping on. Now is the perfect time to be able to do that. Looks like it's going to be Oliver Martin is going to be the lone back in order to take the kickoff.
Neither team on the kickoffs tonight have tried to kick it deep. Webb City, that last series, where they a little pooch kick, and they thought they had a good onside kick. But they had a penalty called, and Neosho kept the ball and scored. Here's the kickoff to start the second half. They tried again, and they catch it out of bounds. And
Nice decision by Hayden Plummer that time. He called a fair catch while the ball was still up in the air.
And let's see where they spot the ball. It's on the far hash mark on around the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Cats. Underway 28-19. Good to have you with us wherever you may be across this great land. And if you're not here in person, you're missing a great ball game, one of the best games the Cats have played in many, many years against a very fine, outstanding Webb City team. Here comes Roan. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and pushed back for about a yard loss.
He is hit by number 35, and that is Brandon Bard. Bryson Bard.
John, this is an important series for both teams to come out and show who's who.
Yeah, it really is.
Right now, who's going to be pushed around to start this second half. Here's Blaine Patterson. He's going to run around the end. He's going to be pushed back and knocked out of bounds. Webb City's coming out, and they're fired up to start the second half. 3rd and long coming for the Cats.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have lost about 3 yards on that play.
He had nowhere to go. He had 3 Cardinals right on top of him. 3rd down and about 14 to go for the Cats. They need to get to the 47-yard line.
Neosho's got trips over on the far side. The clock has been stopped for just a minute. The umpire stopped.
And we're ready to go. Play clock is set at 40. Cats with the ball. 3rd down. Big play coming. Patterson in the backfield. See if he's going to air it out. He wants to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, and they dropped down. That was number 2. That's Lincoln Howard. Incomplete. That would have been close to a 1st down, but he dropped it, and they'll go into punt formation. 2 men are back deep for the Cardinals.
Now Tanner Shoddy will go back to punt the ball.
They need a good deep punt right here. Well, the Cats had their opportunity here to start the second half. They're up 28-19.
Well, we need to turn around and stuff them. It's a nice end-over-end kick, and it's going to bounce and bounce.
And it's going to be out of bounds on the far side of the field and around the 43-yard line. So decent field position for the Cardinals as they get their first possession here in the second half.
You know, the Cats need to do the same thing to them that they just did to us, and we need to stuff them and take the ball over on downs, or at least force them to punt.
John, in a game like this, you do not want Webb City to have the momentum.
No.
It's a killer. 1st and 10 Cardinals from their 43-yard line. They'll hand it off. First man through. He's got some room. Knocked down at the 50-yard line.
It's going to be Williams, the fullback.
Strickland handed that off. He's done a good job tonight playing cat and mouse with the Cats.
You know, their running game, but at some point the Cats are just going to have to say this is enough. We have the ability to be able to do this, and now is a good time for it.
Second down and short yardage. About 4 to go. Like saying a long 3 for the Cardinals. Right at midfield. And they'll hand it off and run left again. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals up across the 45. He falls forward to about the 44 is where they'll spot the ball. They bring it back a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like that was number 18, Gus Carnes. They carried the ball. They're getting some more guys into their backfield. We've seen them do that. They've run people in and out of their backfield, Jim, all night long, and so they've got some good, solid legs ready to go in there.
Cardinals have only thrown the ball a couple of times. One went for a nice touchdown up the middle to their tight end in the second quarter. Here's off left side again. It's got some room. And another 1st and 10. They move the ball again close to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's Williams, the fullback. They just keep going to him. He is their money guy. And we have not been able to solve that problem just yet.
1st and 10 Cardinals on the 32-yard line. They are moving the ball at will right now. Cats need to make a stance. Need a turnover is what they need.
Yeah, we may see our linebackers jump up on the defensive line here in just a minute. We'll see what happens. And there's another handoff. And that is given to Williams, and he just keeps churning, keeps on moving.
He's down to the 25. Short of a 1st down. You don't want the Cats to get tired because, John, some of that line, they play both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they do.
And they put a lot of minutes in there. They're in good shape, but they're human as well. 2nd down and short yardage, 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 25-yard line in Neosho territory. There's a nice stop.
Yeah, there was a stop right there.
You had about 4 dark jerseys right on top of them.
Yeah, I was led in there by Kobe McGehee and Everson Tomlinson.
Gain of about a yard. It'll be 3rd and a long 2. Clock running, 8:45 to go in this 3rd quarter. Cats up 28-19.
Trevor Turner, the basketballer, is in there. He'll be wide out on the far side for Webb City.
Strickland under center.
And he's going to call his own number. No, he wasn't. He was going to call his own number, but they got the 1st down. And
they're still going.
Then some. Yeah, he got up to about the 9-yard line.
Thought they had him stopped back across the 20, but they kept pushing. You can't let up against a fine Cardinal team. That'll come back to haunt you. Ball spotted just across the 10-yard line. 8:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal for the Cardinals.
Well, they are certainly having their way with us right now. There's no doubt about that. And there's another handoff.
Ooh, what a nice tackle.
He's going to score. No.
He thought he didn't think he was down. He thought he rolled on top of number 40 for the Cats. Maybe 2nd down.
Second and down. 2nd and goal from it looks like about the 6.
Cardinals are shifting players in and out right now. They'll put out a couple of receivers. They're comfortable just running the ball tonight, and they've done that at will.
Yeah, there it is. Goes to Williams, and he's going to march in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Webb City. 6-yard touchdown run. That's coming at the 7:16 mark in the 3rd quarter. Now the Cats need to answer. It's 28-25, and they'll attempt the extra point. They'll try kicking.
At some point, they may set up to kick the ball and see if they can't pass it off into the end zone. That's number 96 that is getting ready to kick the ball.
Now the kick is up, and it is good. And extra point is good for Webb City. Our score, 28-26. Neosho will return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
2-1.
7:16 left in the third quarter. The Cats are still up by a score of 28-26 as Webb City scored and made the extra point good. Jim, those two missed extra points are looming big right now, aren't they?
That they are. Webb City just methodically marched down the field, 60-yard drive to get back in this ball game. There's another kick, and they better fall on it. Yeah, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah,
there's the flag. They didn't touch it. Yeah. They started to.
Yeah, nice decision that time on. I believe that's Tanner Shoddy again. Yeah, and he made the decision and. Ball went out of bounds, so they'll either kick it again or we'll start.
They'll move it on the 35 or the
referees. The 35-yard line.
It's fun to watch the referees tonight. They can't hang on to the ball out there, but the ball will be at the 35 is where the Cats will start business. Pretty good position. Let's see what they can do if they can answer the call and get that touchdown back. Here's Patterson. Ooh, he's stuffed again. John, they have his number tonight.
Boy, they do.
No luck on that last drive, and especially that play right there.
That was Ethan Keller, number 45, an inside linebacker that came up and made the play that time.
Ball back to the 34-yard line. Coach Towdy calling some plays in. It was all Neosho in the first half, and Webb City's come to play in the second half. There's a long throw, down intended. Oh, what a nice catch, but he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. What a nice catch by number 4, Oliver Martin.
Yeah, and Coach Towdy is there. He is going to say he was in bounds, but
they pushed him out. But when he fell back, he didn't have a 1 foot in.
So it'll be third and about 11 for the Cats.
That would have been a nice 20-yard play down the sideline.
It was a nice play that time. Mason Spiva and Aiden Plumber over on the far side. And Oliver Martin on this side.
Third and 11 for the Cats. Patterson with the ball. He wants to throw. He does again. This time back to, short. It's complete, but not enough for a first down. He's going to be about 2 yards shy, it looks like.
I believe that's right, but I'm not real sure that we're going to punt the ball here. We're going to line up and we're going to run it.
Well, the ball on the 43-yard line, 4th and 2 for Cats. Big play coming. And they look to the sideline.
Yeah, they tried that hard count like we've seen be so successful for us before, but Webb City is so disciplined they just stay put.
You don't want to turn it over right here, but they're going to run it. He's got some room. Yes, he's going to go all the way. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
He had everybody fooled. 55-yard touchdown by the young Mr. Rome.
I'll tell you what, Jim, we did a great job that time of spreading the ball out. We had receivers all the way over on the far side, and they had to put their defenders out like that, and Rome was off to the races, and the party was over.
I'm sorry if we get a little excited here, but this is something we haven't seen, John, in 26 years. It's long overdue, the extra point attempt coming.
Florentes is getting ready for the kick, and it's up, and it's going to be good.
It's a good one. 35-26, Neosho with 5:43 to go in the third period. Let's take a quick timeout on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
Forbes asked and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
5:43 left in the third quarter of play, and the Cats are now up by a score of 35-26. And there's a little pooch kick out there. It's going to be picked up by number 37.
He's still
and
on
he
his
is loose.
feet.
And he's finally tackled by, looks like Winkler in there to make the tackle.
Well, John, who would have thought 4th and 2 down here, and the Cats went for it. We would have been happy for a first down, but
we would.
But we really like the 55-yard touchdown run they came up with. Cardinals ball. They have great field position on the Neosho 47-yard line.
Yeah, Abe Gotts was the one that got that ball. He's one of the upbacks. And there were a lot of Cats in the middle of it. He almost broke it, but Winkler was the one that made the saving tackle.
Webb City with the ball. 1st and 10, one man in motion. Tight end is moving. They're set.
And they're going to continue to work Williams, work him through, but he's tackled that time by that same Winkler. He's going to pick up about 5, it looks like, so it'll be 2nd and 5.
They're making it look easy, just moving the ball down on the Cats. I think whoever scores last is going to win this. This is going to go down to the wire. We're still in the third period. Cats are up 35-26. 2nd down and 5 for the Cardinals.
And there's a flag. And the Cats were able to make the block that time to stop the play.
That flag came from the line judge here on the near side of the field.
And we'll see what it is.
If somebody moved or in the encroachment.
No, we're going to look and see.
Coach Towdy talking with him right now. Coach Towdy not pleased, I don't think.
I don't think he is either.
What happened, but
and this may be a sideline encroachment or a sideline warning.
Illegal procedure against Webb City. That'll move it back 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and about 9 to go. 4:56 is left on the clock in the third period. Play clock is running. What a game this has been. Neosho on top 35-26.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9.
They'll hand it off. No, he keeps it again. He has some room. Back across the 35. They thought they had him pinned in and about the 45, and he gains another 10. You got to tackle low, gentlemen.
Yeah, Winkler in on the tackle again that time, but it's not. It's a first down.
You can't tackle up around the numbers and let those legs keep churning. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the 33-yard line. 4:30 to go in the third period.
Cats need the ball. We need to tackle the ball. And he's coming through again. It's going to call his own number.
Good stop by the Cats, yeah. Back on the 30-yard line. Gained a couple. Not much there. Staying 2nd and 7. Clock running, 4:09. Good crowd tonight. One of the largest crowds we've had in a long, long time here at Bob Anderson Stadium. 2nd down, and it's running up the middle. Touchdown all the way. Untouched right through the backfield. Yeah. All the way, a 30-yard touchdown.
Well, there was nice deception that time, and looked like that he was going to hand the ball off to the fullback coming through, but it ended up being a second man through, and he was wide open. Nobody touched.
They made that drive look easy.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something at some point, Jim, to try to get 2-point conversion. Apparently it's not going to be this time.
Well, the Cats have 5 touchdowns, and they've made all their extra points, and that's the difference in this contest. Extra point coming. The kick is up. Ooh, it's low.
That one's not good.
Yes, it is good. The kick is good. And the score with 3:52 to go in the third. Neosho 35, the Cardinals 33. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. And if you're watching the game tonight, you probably like winners. You probably want your team to win, and I understand that. Every game's going to have a winner and a loser, but I want to encourage you in life to find the winning team. Jesus Christ is leading the winning team, and he wants you on his team. Joshua says that we have to choose which side we're going to be on. He says, choose you this day who you're going to serve. So I want to encourage you, along with Joshua in the Old Testament, to choose a team to serve. Call out on the Lord today. Talk to him, trust him, and see what he'll do in your life. I want to encourage you to choose the winning team. That's Jesus' team. I hope it'll be your team. For KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
35-33 in favor of the Cats. There's 3 minutes and 52 seconds left, and Webb City's getting ready to kick off. And it is a long kick.
Deep kick. It's taken on the 5, across the 10, up across the 20. Has some room, knocked out of bounds on about the 23-yard line.
Oliver Miller with a good run back that time. He's going to get past the 20-yard line. You figure, Jim, anytime you get past the 20, it's pretty good.
It certainly is, and that's where the Cats will take over. Oliver's done a great job this year playing his first year of football. A great athlete. We've seen his actions and his speed in basketball. He is a hustler.
Yes, he is.
Proud of what he's done for the Cats this year. 3:48 to go in the third period. 1st and 10 Cats from the 23-yard line. Let's see if Lightning can strike twice again and have another long touchdown run. Cats have had several nice long runs this evening.
Well, I'm not sure whether I want a long touchdown run or I want a sustained.
Ooh. Oh, Patterson in trouble.
Yeah.
They thought it was going to Roan, but he's loss of just about a yard maybe on the play.
Yeah, good sustained drive would be something that would the doctor would order right now for the Cats, and take some time off the clock and then go ahead and pick up a touchdown.
You just want to keep the ball out of the hands of the Cardinals and keep this drive alive. 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Patterson back. He throws over to Spiva. Has some room. Dives forward about the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Pick up about 3.
On the near side. Spiva was wide open. Not much running room. And the Cardinals were all over him. It's 3rd down. And
Cardinals seem to be pretty content to let us have those little short passes up the front like that. But, and we're spreading it out again, so we may see Mr. Roan's number called again.
And Patterson's back. He wants to throw. He's throwing deep. He's got a man across. Oh. Let's see if there's a flag. Intended for Plummer. I don't see a flag out there.
I don't see a flag either.
But good coverage by the Cardinals, and that'll force a punt from the Cats. That drive stalled, and it looks like the Cardinals will have good position. You know, the Cardinals have not had a lead all night.
No, they haven't.
Due to that missed extra point. Here comes the kick. It's a high kick.
It's a good end-over-end kick, and it's going to go a long way.
Taken on the 35. Wrapped up by, gets a good 7-yard return up to the 42 before he's brought down. It was number 10 for the Cardinals, Mason Young.
Yeah, and he was brought down by number 17, and that is Cade Sykes.
John, this is a big series right here. The Cats cannot afford to get behind in this ball game. This is where Webb City is always so tough. In the second half, they make the adjustments.
2:34 left, and it looks like they're going to give the ball. And nice job that time.
Good wrap-up, gain of about a yard.
Now it's going to stop right there. I don't think he's going to get a yard. I think he's.
Williams was almost a horse collar, but they grabbed him by the shirt.
Yeah.
And brought him down.
Yeah.
About a yard gain at
This
the
is the
most.
time for the defense, especially that front four, to suck it up and stand the ground. This is one of the things we talked about, keys to the Cats. We've got to contain, and we've got to do it right here.
2nd down and 9 for the Cardinals. Ball spotted on the 44 of Webb City. They'll run it again up the middle. Good stop. Gain of about 2 maybe on the play.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper by Strickland. That went nowhere.
Yeah, nice job that time.
Minute 45 to go in the 3rd period. Cats are up by 2, 35-33. And if you're watching different locations across the country, I wouldn't go to bed just yet. This game is far from over. We've got another quarter to go. No one is left here in the stadium. It's 3rd down. They need to hold him right here. Fans are on their feet in the stands.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's.
He's wanting to throw, and there's a flag.
We saw the flag. It was going to be, they were over here, and it was going to be a encroachment, illegal formation.
Did they call a timeout before?
I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah, there's a timeout on the field against Webb City.
Yeah.
So no play, no harm done there, but you're right, John. They, I guess they called it prior to the snap.
Yeah, they did.
Minute 8 to go in the 3rd period. Cats are talking things over. You don't want to get burned on a play here.
No, you really don't.
You're not going to get many opportunities against a fine Webb City team to put a stop to it. Been back and forth tonight, but the Cats have always had the lead since the very beginning. They scored at the 4:05 mark, 25-yard touchdown pass to Mason Spiva to make it 7-0. And since then, the teams have just traded touchdowns. Don't forget, softball action next week. And that's Tuesday night, John. We'll be home.
Yes, it is.
Against Carthage. That's always a fun contest. And then we'll be on the road next Friday night at Willard. Willard really taking it on the chin tonight. They were down 49-0 early in the ball game. Cats, the way they're playing tonight, looks like they're playing for a state championship. They have played their hearts out.
Kivett is a defensive end over on the far side. Ertl is a defensive end on this side. This is the time we got to contain.
Ooh, almost jumped off sides. He has some room. He has enough for a 1st down across the 45 of Neosho. Fell forward.
Tackled in there by Shoddy.
We had a Webb City player that almost jumped the gun, but he got back in time. 1st and 10, Cardinals. The drive stays alive. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals are moving.
Cats have got to get it right here.
And once again to Williams. Thrown down on the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 8 on the play.
McGehee in the middle of the line that time to make the open field tackle. It's going to be 2nd and about 3.
The clock is winding down. Play clock down to 30. Game clock under 20 seconds. They'll take their time right here. 2nd and short yardage. Ball on the 35.
I would think that this may be 2nd man through this time.
They come around. They'll pitch back to the lone back in the back. He has some room. Brought down enough for a 1st down across the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what happens. They got us that time because Strickland comes out and Ertl has got to watch him, and he stays in. Then he makes that little pitch out. That opens up that end around and allows him to get that 1st down.
And that's the end of the 3rd period. Our score, Neosho 35, Webb City 33. We'll take a timeout and return on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They're located in their offices at 811 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote, or go online at mckayqualityroofing.com for more information. Go Cats!
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
Beginning of the fourth quarter, Webb City's going to set up shop on about the 23-yard line. The Cats are still up by 2.
Strickland remains at quarterback.
Yeah, we need to make a stop right here.
Williams with a carry down to the 15, shy of the first down.
Yeah, Williams continues to be able to go right through the middle of the hole, right through the middle of the line.
Just shy of the 15-yard line. Second down and short yardage for Webb City. They're content just to, they'll wear you down, and they'll take time off the clock.
Well, they're just going to continue to run the ball, that's for sure. They've not been real successful passing it. And
quarterback keeper, a good fake, and should be very close to a Webb City first down.
Yeah, Strickland slipped that time coming off the ball, or he would have had that first down.
Ball on the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Webb. Fans are up on their feet again.
Well, this is 4-down territory, so the Cats are going to have to suck it up and really get it in this time.
And they'll hand it
there
off.
There goes to Williams,
oh,
and he's
what
going
a
to get stuffed.
Nice stop. Let's see. It's going to be short. We've stopped him twice tonight on 4th down. Let's see if we can do it again. And he pushed him back about a yard. You know, John, either Webb City is successful running up the middle or they get stuffed.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I would expect to see that little option play out here around this end.
It's 4th down. This could be the most important play of the game for Webb City. Keep this drive alive. Hand off, first man through. Oh, did they? Oh, he fell.
Got it.
He fell forward. They're going to give him progress almost to the 10. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Webb City. The drive stays alive. It's still a good effort by the Cats. Ball shy of the 10-yard line. It's not 1st and goal. They need to get down to about the 1.
58 Jaden Ruda in the ball game for the Cats.
Clock winding down, 10 minutes to go in the contest.
Trying to get some of these linemen a little bit of rest. This may not be the time to do that, but I'm not sure there's a bad time to do it or a good time to do
Cardinals have used one of their timeouts. Cats have all 3 of theirs.
Yeah, handoff again to Williams, and he's through.
Touchdown, 11-yard touchdown run. Webb City gets their first lead of the game. And that score coming at the 9:47 mark of the 4th period.
Yeah, and this may be the time that they try for the 2-point conversion.
That would. And that looks like what they're going to do. 39-35 right now. Webb City with their first lead of the ball game. They're going for 2 points. Strickland's going to hand it off. A little pitch back. They fumble the ball. Yes, yeah.
And the Cats have got it. So.
And they muffed it again. No good. Extra point, no good for Webb City. Another mistake, but they get the lead for the first time in the game. Our score, 39-35, Webb City. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Healthcare doesn't have to be complicated. At the Free Market Physician in Neosho, you pay just one affordable monthly fee, and that covers all the checkups and routine care you need. No insurance hassles, no surprise bills, just unlimited access to your doctor when you need them. Whether it's a quick visit, telemedicine, or ongoing care, you're covered. Find out how simple healthcare can be. Call 417-312-9499 or visit freemarketphysicians.com. That's 417-312-9499.
9:47 left in the ball game. The Cats are now down by 4, but a touchdown can take care of that real quick. We've got Oliver Miller back in the back, going to be the lone receiver, and then we've got some up guys with good hands, obviously, after we saw Webb City try the onside kick before.
Well, it's a good kick. It's deep, taken on the 10-yard line, up across the 20, 25, brought down, across the 30. Good field position for the Cats. You know, with that touchdown, and even with the missed extra point, John, the Cats are needing a touchdown to gain the lead. They can't even tie with a field goal. That'd do them no good. So clock is set at 9:39. Plenty of time left in this ball game for the Cats. But Webb City has scored 3 touchdowns in the second half to gain the lead. We appreciate all that.
Looks like there's a block in the back against the Cats, so that'll be their first penalty, and it'll be a big one.
They'll move it back. Ball was spotted at about the 25, so they'll move it back to the 14-yard line.
But it's 1st and 10, so
make it just a little more difficult to march down the field, but plenty of time.
Well, I think this is going to be the series that we're going to see what we're made of right here, Jim.
You are right, and this is where in the past where the Cats would have given up, but not tonight. Here's Patterson with a run. Nice run. Let's cut inside. He's hit by. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's call the whistle. What is the deal? Yeah. The ref was right there, and he's pushed back 10 yards. They need to stop the play a little quicker than that.
Yeah.
Ball spotted on the 15, gain of about a yard on the play.
Well, it was a nice bluff into Rome, but they weren't having any of that. They saw Patterson. Cats are going to have to do something a little bit different. They're going to have to change things around. They're expecting us to run the ball, and that one goes to Rome.
He's got
some room, and he's got the first down.
Close to the first down. Let's see. Yes, they spotted almost at the 25. Yeah, that'll be enough for a Wildcat first down. Good run by Roan.
Kobe McGehee in the ball game for the Cats.
He's like a cannonball, bowling ball. He'll move the chains, that's for sure. 1st and 10 for the Cats. 8:45 to go. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line.
And McGehee goes right up the middle, and there he goes.
Yeah, he gained a good 6 yards right there. That's what he's good for. We saw him, John, in the Glendale game, and that's what he did. They just put him in, and he just pushed forward. He comes in about 5'10", 235.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be second about 4.
Clock is down. It's 8:18 to go.
Stay right there.
Second down and 3.
Give Rome a little bit of a chance for a breather.
Patterson on the run.
Calls his own, and he gets the block.
Oh, he's hit. He's short of a first down, but he gained about a yard and a half.
Yeah. No, they're saying that the ball was fumbled.
Oh, come on!
But I believe, it was down.
He was down.
Yeah.
Webb City prematurely celebrating. 7:50 to go in the contest. Ball on the 34-yard line. Need about a yard to go. 3rd down. This is a big one. Handoff. He's got some room.
He's got the first down.
McGehee. Still
and
pushing.
Still going.
What a nice. There's a fumble. And Webb City says they have the ball. Let's see. And they do have the ball right on the 41-yard line. You see, no official. Webb City is pointing the other way, but let's see what the ref.
They're saying the ball is down. And we're going to see exactly where we're taking it.
It's on the 41-yard line, but who has the ball? There's no official ruling. It is Webb City. A fumble by the Cats, a big mistake at the 7:30 mark in the ball game. Fans not loving it. Coach Towdy a little upset on the sidelines, pleading his case. And they had enough for a first down.
Yeah, they did.
Unfortunate. Cats are going to have to suck it up here.
There's one man in the backfield, and they're giving him the ball, number 5, and he's going to go up. He's going to have the first down, it looks like to me.
That's Williams off right tackle. John, they'll run it and just take time off the clock.
Yeah.
Ball spotted on the 32-yard line. Second and very short yardage for Webb City. That's unfortunate, John. That's the first turnover for the Cats tonight. Really first mistake. But you know Webb City's going to be in there grabbing everything that looks like a football.
Yeah, we've got...
They'll move it quarterback keeper. He's hit hard. I don't know if he made it or not.
No, he did not.
He's pushed back. He's short of the first down marker. It'll be third down. And still about a yard to go. This has been a great ball game tonight.
Well, the Cats have got to suck it up right here.
Third down and short yardage.
We actually need to get somebody in the backfield, get it stopped. And there's the ball, and it's going to Williams, and he
has the first down. He's brought down on the 26. He fell forward. Williams has been the workhorse for Cardinals tonight, carrying most of the load. Him and Strickland both. Clock winding down, 6:10. Cats just need a stop. First and 10 Cardinals from the 26-yard line.
You know, Mason Williams is certainly running the ball, and he's doing certainly a good job of that. And Strickland is keeping it when he needs to keep the Cats off center.
And
there's just Strickland kept the ball that time, but McGee's caught him.
Threw him back. Number 9 was in there. That's Cayman Roan.
Yeah. And he's not going to get anything at all. He was tackled in there by McGee and Roan. You know.
Well, John, at this point, the Cardinals are just content to run time off the clock.
Yeah, there's 5:21 left in the ball game, so they are that. Cats are going to have to do something special here just pretty quick. We're going to have to be able to get in, and we're going to have to cause them to make a mistake, or we're going to have a stop.
Second down and long for the Cardinals right at 5 minutes to go in the contest. Strickland's going to move off to the right side.
Strickland called his own number again.
And they push it forward.
Yeah.
About 21-yard line, gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, so it's going to be third and about 5.
The clock is stopped at 4:46.
Yeah, these Cardinal offensive linemen are just kind of having their way with us.
They've came out in the second half and have scored 3 touchdowns, and nothing fancy, just methodically marching down the field, taking time off the clock, and that's what they're known to do, and they've done that very well again tonight.
Yeah, Holden Johnson is in the ball game. He's over on the far side. I can't see him passing the ball now. They're having too much success running it and keeping the clock going. And there it goes.
And he keeps it again. He's close to a first down. He may have it.
Yeah, he's going to have that first down.
And the clock is stopped at 4:06. They'll move the chains. Ball spotted right at the 15-yard line. Well, John, you know, if Webb City would score, that would be 2 possessions for.
Yes, it would.
And puts the Cats at a big disadvantage to. They need a turnover or a stop. I know they've played their hearts out tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of. Not many teams can say they have scored 35 points against a Webb City Cardinal team.
Yeah, here they come, and there goes the ball to Williams again, and he's trying to get up there, but he is stopped.
He gains about 7 or almost 8 yards on the play.
Stopped by Cayman Roan that time.
Clock continues to run. Webb City with 2 timeouts left, or 3 it shows on. No, Webb City has 2.
Yeah.
Cats have 3.
Yeah, we've got all 3.
Ball on the 8-yard line. 7-yard line.
Lincoln Howard back in the ball game for the Cats to kind of beef up that linebacker position.
They take their time coming up. Under 3 minutes to go. Play clock down to 10 seconds.
And it looks like
pitch back. He has some room across the left side. Touchdown, Webb City. Williams again. 7-yard touchdown run coming at the 2:44 mark. That puts Webb City up 45-35. Extra point coming.
You know, the Cats are going to have to get the ball and score fast.
And here comes the extra point. They'll try the kick. Oh, high snap, and the kick is up.
Yeah, it's good.
And you're right, 46-35 with 2:44 to go in the ball game. Webb City extends their lead, and we'll be back after this on the kick.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Amory Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amory Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amoryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
Cats are down 46-35, 2:44 left, and there's a ball that is kicked. It is picked up, and Shoddy picked it up, and he got up to about the 27-yard line.
Well, the Cats have 2 minutes, 40 seconds to work some magic, and they'll have 1st and 10 from their 26-yard line, 27-yard line, it looks like. You know they'll be passing. I mean, they've done well with the run tonight, but they need to get the score as quick as they can.
Yeah, we've got trip wideouts over on this side and one on the other side, and Patterson is up, and there's a...
Oh, nice catch by Plummer.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 1st down.
Up to the 43-yard line. Good pickup of about 18, 19 yards on that play.
He did a nice job of running after the ball and flipping around. That is that little pass that is almost a little hook pass.
Cats hurry up offense. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Clock running, 2:25 to go in the ball game.
Trips over on the other side. Patterson back.
He wants to throw deep. He's got a man open. It's intercepted down on the 30-yard line. And he's still on his feet across the 40.
It's number 20, and
cross midfield, knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be pretty much it. And that's all the Cats could do was try to throw something deep. He had one man down. It looks like Spiva was down deep.
They were back there and they were camping out, but apparently there's something going on over there on the sidelines. I don't know whether we got a player down. It looks like a Wildcat.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds.
Down
on the 47-yard line over there, and they'll attend to him. Coach is running over, and can't tell who the player was, but Spiva was back there. He was guarded very closely by two or three Cardinals.
Yeah.
And the interception comes at an inopportune time. They're trying to march down the field as quickly as they can. The game has got out of hand. You know, Webb City, we've seen this before, John. They've scored 14 points here in the final period. Cats led 35-32, 33 at the end of the third period. But fourth quarter has been all Webb City.
Yeah, it really has. We're still trying to figure out who that is over there on the far sideline. But both teams are taking advantage of the timeout. And it is Everson Tomlinson. He was on the sideline, but here he comes. He's running across. That's a good sign.
That it is. Maybe he just got his bell rung a little bit or when knocked out. He's played both ways.
Cats will be going to Willard next week. We'll have a good opportunity there.
Willard losing tonight 49-0. I think the Cats will do well in Willard. John and I and Matt will have our bellies full of barbecue as well.
Yeah, we will.
Won't we, Matt? He's not listening. I said we're going to have barbecue next week. Yeah, he's excited about that. We'll take him to a new location.
2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game.
And you know Webb City will just be content to run the clock out. That's all they need to do. There's a flag.
And I'm not sure exactly if that's a flag. It's got to be on Webb City, I would think, and we'll see.
Yeah, they marked it off against the Cardinals. They've been called several times tonight with penalties. Ball brought back to the 47, 48-yard line. 5-yard penalty against Webb City. 2:09 left in the ball game. Looks like
You know, we knew this was going to be a struggle, and it certainly is. The Cats have done a great job in order to get to the place that they are right now. Just a couple of misfeeds, and you can't do that with Webb City.
And a nice run by Williams. And now for a first down across midfield, down to about the 44-yard line of Neosho.
Yeah, he's brought down by number 50 for the Wildcats, and that is Ryan Count. And we've got timeout on the field.
Coach Towdy going to talk things over with his players. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in this ball game.
While we're doing that, let's take another timeout ourselves, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcats Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri Southern State University.
Well, while we were away, Strickland fudged the ball out over the sideline, and number 2 was in there in order to make the tackle. That was Lincoln Howard, and the Wildcats have called another timeout. So we'll just keep it right here for just a minute. The clock is down to 1:54.
And the Cats have one timeout remaining, and they're just hoping for a miracle, trying to grab and get a fumble, but Cardinals just content tonight just to run the ball. Very little passing tonight. They did have one long touchdown pass in the second quarter. But since that time, it's just been little pitch outs and runs right off left tackle, right tackle, or up the middle. And
well, this is certainly a good Cardinals team, isn't it, Jim?
It is. I think I've seen better in years past, but Webb City always has a good team. Well coached, good tradition, and that's what they have going for them. They never give up. The Cats have not given up tonight. It's been a good ball game. This is a good ball game. There's somebody. As Strickland throws his hands up.
Yeah, he says, "Oh no, I can't believe I did that."
We'll have to move it back, but Cats, I think, will bounce back next week. Joplin getting beat big time, and Joplin will be here in 2 weeks, John. And I think the Cats have a good chance to take on the Eagles this year.
Yeah, I think so too, and it'll be homecoming, and there's all kinds of great things that happen. In fact, it is an all-school homecoming, so we'll see people come in from places that we haven't seen in a long time, and hey, we will have the ball game right here for you to be able to see it, whether it's a watch party or whatever it might be. We want to thank you for sticking with us. It's a great ball game. Hope we've done something to break up your monotony in the afternoon.
They're down.
There's another one.
Another whistle.
And that was it here in the backfield, all the way back here in the backfield. I'm not sure. That's going to be another 5 yards.
I know they're not doing that intentionally, but
no.
It's just miscommunication out on the field.
So
Cats will fall to 4-1. Webb City will improve to 4-1.
Yes, they will.
And but the Cats, they will do well. I think they'll do well in districts this year.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll lick our wounds a little bit, but I know Coach Towdy well enough to know that we'll have them ready to go when we go to Willard next week.
They're down and long. They'll just run it up the middle, and they gain across back to the 45. And they looks like
and that looks like that's Coach Towdy's last timeout.
It'll be 4th down. And Webb City in control. They're up by 11, 35.
Well, they'll kick the ball, so we'll get the ball back one more time.
Webb City got the ball in this possession with a turnover, with an interception. And that pretty much sealed the fate of the Cats tonight. But we're proud of what the Cats have done. Everybody's played well. Very few penalties. I know Coach has to be very pleased with how his team has played tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. And we knew this was going to be a challenge coming in, and we certainly had high aspirations and hopes. And Cats have not really disappointed us. We've had a couple of sidestep misses, but that was just about it.
Crowd still here. No one's going home.
Yeah, Webb City is. I don't know whether they're going to punt the ball or not. I'm not.
Or just keep it on the ground and run
At this point, it's not going to much matter. It's a 2-possession ball game, and there's less than
2 minutes.
2 minutes left. So maybe it's going to be a little pooch kick.
And it's what they're going to do. It's a high kick off to the right side. And they're thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, Martin grabbed the ball and headed towards out of bounds, and he got out about the 35-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Cats. A minute 43 left in the ball game. They're down 46-35. They had a lead at the end of the 3rd period, but it's all for naught here in the 4th period. It's how you finish. And the Webb City's going to prevail in this ball game.
Well, we can do nothing but air the ball out now, and what that does is that opens it up for a possible
throw off to the side. No good. Webb City next week. If you're looking ahead, they will travel to Republic and take on the Tigers. And
it should be a ball game. Tigers are the ones that are beating Joplin right now, aren't they?
They
Republic?
are. Yeah, Joplin is down.
And we're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Rome.
Patterson with the long throw. It's out of bounds, intended for Mr. Spiva.
Yeah, he had 3 guys on him that time.
He's a good receiver.
That was reasonably interesting. They had 3 guys. That means that there was somebody open for us, but at this point, that's kind of academic.
Well, it's 3rd down and still 10. No more timeouts left for the Cats.
Yeah, a minute and 34 left in the ball game.
Now go back again to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, it's knocked away at the last minute by Mr. 10 for the Cardinals.
Mason Young.
Mason Young. We've called his name tonight already. Good defensive effort by the Cardinals.
Yes, it is. It's 4th down.
Well, the Cats will go for it here. Why not? Patterson back. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man open.
He's going to
first down.
Open, and he's going to be, and they'll stop the clock in order to move the change.
Good pass out to the 49-yard line. Keep this drive alive. 1st and 10 Cats from the 49. Patterson back. You know he'll be throwing. He's got Roan open over on the flat on the left side.
He's
another close to a first down, maybe about a yard.
He may have stepped out just before that, but it was a nice job, and then stopped the clock again.
A minute 14 left in the ball game. Like to see the Cats score again. There's not many teams score this many points against a Webb City team. Webb City's going to have a tough match later in the season with, I know, Carthage, and Patterson back. He has a man open. It's almost intercepted again.
Yeah, it went right through the hands of
number 15.
Kason Myers.
Well, it's 3rd down and short yardage. Cats are out of timeouts. Clock stopped at 1:10.
Yeah, we don't want to run the ball because that'll end the ball game. So we're going to do just that.
And he has enough for a first down. Roan still on his feet.
He's still going.
He's going to go. He's going to all the way. He got away. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Neosho.
Oh, what a nice run. A 42-yard touchdown run. Too bad.
I tell you what, he just kept those legs churning and kept on going, and the Cats pick up a touchdown. That is going to make the score 41-46 with 58 seconds left. And if we get the extra point here.
See if they go for 2 to possibly come back and get within field goal range. But Webb City just let up on that play. They knew he had the first down, and they just gave up, and Roan kept running. Got loose. They're going for 2.
Roan was just going to go in himself. Patterson goes in, and we get the 2.
It's good. Extra point is good for 2. And that makes our score
43-46.
And just a minute left to go. Webb City will get the ball back. Let's see what Coach Taddy has up his sleeve right now. Game not over yet.
Well, I think there's no doubt at all that it's going to be an onside kick.
Most assuredly. Cats are out of timeouts.
Yeah.
And what a ball game. 43 points against Webb City. This is the most points we've scored against Webb City. This is a good moral victory, no matter the outcome.
Well, it is. It's a great, great ball game, and we have seen a great ball game between 2 great teams here tonight.
2 of the best in the district. Webb City just had the slight advantage because they played Nixa and were defeated by Nixa.
Shoddy is going to go, and he is going to, it's going to be an onside kick, and we're just telling everybody that's what it's going to be.
They know that.
He starts it over there at that far sideline.
And they've got all their offensive players on the front line that handle the ball, the receivers and running backs. Here comes the kick. Let's see what happens. 58 seconds left to go in the ball game. Onside kick coming. See what Shoddy can do. Here's the kick. It goes 10 yards, and they fall on it. And Webb City has it on about the 48-yard line. All they have to do
I
is...
would anticipate that they will go into victory formation now, and that'll be the ball game.
That's all they have to do. Neosho without a timeout. They can just take a knee. It's been a good one, John. I'll tell you, it's been exciting, and
well, it has been. It's been a great, great ball game between 2 very, very good football teams, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're in that victory formation, and they down the ball.
Well,
and there may be one more snap. Stay tuned for the post-game show that is brought to you by Arvest Bank, and we get Coach Taddy back up here, and then we will have the drive time show that is brought to you with all the scores around the area, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
30 seconds, clock running down. Time for probably one more play. And that's pretty much it. Handshakes, and Webb City will get on the bus and go back home. 46-43, and that's a final. Webb City defeats Neosho in a thriller here at Bob Anderson Stadium. John, do we want to take a timeout?
Yeah, let's take a timeout, and we'll wait for Coach Taddy to come up, and we'll be back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See Bank for complete details.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
Once again, final score at Bob Anderson Stadium. Webb City defeats Neosho 46-43. Post-game show, Coach's Show. Coach Towdy on his way up to speak with us, and brought to you by Arvest Bank, where they believe in the power of serving others from small business to agriculture. Whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert in wealth management, they have you covered. You deserve a financial partner who cares and can help you reach your financial goals. Arvest Bank, always proud to call Neosho home.
You know, Jim, I'll tell you what, it's a tough way to make a living tonight if you're a Wildcat, but we played it, and we played all the way to the end. We just kept on going. Keyshawn Roan kept his legs running when it looked like that Webb City was just about ready to give up when he got the first down. So
that shows you just never give up, and the Cats played their hearts out. They had the lead at the end of the third period. This is a game like we've never seen in 26 years. They just played outstanding tonight, and very proud of what the Cats have done. Coach Towdy is with us tonight. Coach, nothing to be ashamed of. Your players played their hearts out tonight.
They did. I mean, I told them after the game that I couldn't be more proud of it. The effort was never in question, that's for sure. You know, they played their butts off.
Not many teams can say they put up 43 points against a Webb City team.
Yeah, I mean, that's always good, but if it ends in a loss, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So we got to get up in the morning and dust off our bruises and get back to work.
Yeah, I know you will. We're very proud of Mr. Roan tonight. Never gave up. Kept running at the end, and they thought the chips were down, and they thought they had him stopped for a 10-yard gain. He just made it a 42-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, I mean, our kids have a lot of heart. That was on full display. They never quit. When you invest as much as these kids have, you're not just going to roll over and die. You're going to keep on scrapping and keep on battling, and that's exactly what they did, and there was never a doubt in my mind that that's who we are.
Well, hey, it looks like that the Tigers from Republic put it on Joplin. So Joplin's coming to our house here in just a couple of weeks. We're excited about that. It'll be homecoming time, but we'll go to Willard next week, take care of business, and then we'll look at Joplin.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, we'll get up in the morning and we'll watch our film. We'll self-evaluate first and kind of see, where we went wrong as players and as coaches, and we'll make the adjustments needed, and then start getting ready for Willard next week.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
Webb City's a great ball club.
Absolutely. I mean, they're the number 3 team in the state. I mean, they're as good as anybody we're going to see. And so we know where we stand, and that's with the best in the state. But we just got to keep on getting better. We'll see them in districts. You know, if we want to make a run like our goal is we're going to have to play them again in districts. So the goal now is just to be better next time around.
And I think you will be. You learn from those mistakes. I'm proud of, very few mistakes penalty-wise tonight for the Cats.
Yeah, I mean,
that was perfect tonight.
It was a clean game on both sides of the ball. Just 2 good football teams, and somebody has to lose at the end. But like I said, I'm proud of our kids. Great effort. Continued to scrap and battle all night long, and it hurts. But when you invest that much, I told our kids, when you invest that much, it's going to hurt. So it's going to hurt tonight, but in the morning, you got to move it. You got to forget about it, just like we do after a win, and move on.
One day at a time.
Coach will let you go. You got plenty to do. It was a great showing tonight, and we'll get them next time.
I appreciate it. Go Cats.
Coach Towdy, thank you once again. Post-game show with the coach brought to you by Our Best Bank of Neosho, where they're always proud to call Neosho home. 46-43 our final score, Webb City defeating Neosho. We want to take a timeout or go into the post-game with the scores tonight. We have a lot of scores from around the area.
It'll take us just a minute to get those scores ready, so we'll be back in real quick with that scoreboard show.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or therapists can help you get back in the game. Now, let's go back live to the stadium for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
And welcome back. This is Luke Taylor, and I want to give you a few score updates from the area. And don't forget, you can keep up with these all night long at our website, kneo.org. You just go to the scoreboard page of our website. It's right there under the sports tab. And I'll share those a few of those scores with you here right now. So on the COC conference, of course, you just saw the Webb City Cardinals victorious over Neosho Wildcats with a score of 46-43. We'll also take a look at some other scores. Ozark Tigers are up 71-0 over the Waynesville Tigers. They're in the fourth quarter of play. Glendale Falcons, latest we have on this game is a halftime score, but Glendale was up 24-20 over the Kickapoo Chiefs at the half. The Willard Tigers lost tonight to the Carthage Tigers with the final score there of 59-14. And Republic Tigers beat the Joplin Eagles with the final score of 45-16. As we turn our attention to the Big 8 Conference, we see that the Cassville Wildcats are ahead of the Harrisonville Wildcats right now in the third quarter with a score of 42-14. Monette Cubs they're in the third quarter of play against the McDonald County Mustangs, and Monette Cubs are up right now 44-18. Seneca Indians won it tonight against the Aurora Hound Dogs with a final score of 57-7. Mountain Vernon Mountaineers also won against Lamar Tigers with a final score of 21-0. Nevada Tigers were victorious over the East Newton Patriots with a final score of 41-7. We'll take a look at the Ozark Mountain Conference, and right now we're seeing that the Marshfield Blue Jays are in their fourth quarter against the Bolivar Liberators. Marshfield is up right now 35-30. The Logan Rogersville Wildcats are in a close one with the West Plains Zizzers. So right now they're in the fourth quarter of play. West Plains has 42 and Logan Rogersville has 41. Carl Junction Bulldogs are in their fourth quarter against the Hillcrest Hornets. Right now there's a score of Carl Junction 49, Hillcrest 20. The Parkview Vikings have a final score against the Branson Pirates tonight. Parkview 18, Branson 13. And we'll look at a couple more scores here. The Mid-Lakes Conference, the Springfield Catholic Fighting Irish at the halftime, they were up 26-14 over the Forsyth Panthers. And then we do have a final score in Stratford versus Reed Spring. The Stratford Indians won 23-12 over the Reed Spring Wolves.
All right, Jim, it was a great ball game, and we hope that you all stayed with us for the whole ball game. It became a nail-biter there towards the end. The Cats played and never did give up, and we will reboot. You heard what the coach had to say, and we'll go to Willard next week.
I think we'll bounce back next week. Willard is not up to par as they have been in previous years, and the Cats looked good on a lot of occasions tonight. And, some great runs, Mr. Roan in there, and when push came to shove earlier in the ball game, the Cats held up, but Webb City did what Webb City always does, and they do it very well. And that's just methodically marching down the field and scoring touchdowns to get that lead. And they passed maybe 3 or 4 times at the most tonight. I'll have to look at the stats. They had 1 touchdown pass of 22 yards, but the rest of it was just menial. But everything else, they do it well. It's been a tradition at Webb City for years. The same formation. If you went back 10 years, same formation. The way they get under center, they squat down. You never know who's going to have that ball, and it a second or two takes its toll, and that's what happened tonight. But the Cats played great, and coach is proud of them, and we are too. And tomorrow is a different day, and next Friday is a different night.
It is that. Hey, be with us on Tuesday night at the Marion Family Sports Complex when Our Lady Wildcats will take on the Carthage Tigers. That particular ball game has not only district implications, but it has COC implications also. This is coming up to the weekend. Make sure you get time to go worship, and worship just exactly however you choose, wherever you choose. But until we see you on Tuesday night, this is John for Jim, Matt, and Luke. Go Cats!
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.